It is 7 o'clock, and I hope everybody is doing well today. It's been kind of a weird day for me. I had people in and out, so I didn't really get a chance to concentrate on everything like I wanted to, but we still watched the show today. Hey guys out there in YouTube, Vicky and Electra, Stefan, Orange is the new Orange, Miss Queen Libra. Hey guys. So let's just get into it. I don't know what we're going to start on today. Everybody else is on their way. They'll jump in when they get here, but we can go ahead and get started. It is 7 o'clock. It is 7 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. So, but where are we going to start? I always start with Days. Hey, Angela is here, and Lady Sandy.
Hey.
Hey, Bubbles.
Hey, you guys.
I first, Bubbles, want to apologize because I forget Stefan is in our chat room, girl. And I was like, oh Lord, I am out here feeling like I'm having some girl talk this morning. And Stefan liked one of my comments, and I was like, oh Lord, Stefan, I am so sorry.
I'm sure he wasn't too terribly embarrassed. Stefan used to us now because we do get wild and crazy in our little private chat. He used to us. He don't say a lot, much, but
He don't say much at all. That's why I forgot. And I was like, God, because it's been a long time since he really actually, I was like, oh my word.
Is that Sam? I thought Sam, you weren't gonna be here tonight.
That was last night.
Girl, I don't know that the damn days of the week.
Hey y'all.
Sam was out today. Today Thursday.
Ooh,
She
y'all.
usually off on Wednesdays, but she was off today.
Right.
That's right.
Schedule all messed up.
That's right.
Good
Hey,
evening,
Cam
y'all.
Cam.
So listen, I don't know what y'all had on the agenda first, but when I read that Soap Opera Digest preview that Brad Bell put out there saying that the only thing keeping Ridge and Brooke apart is Ridge's appreciation for Taylor. And
Child.
CPS call. That's how come that show is removed from my DVR. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, what else is going on?
Well, from what I saw today, we got a full agenda because I know we all got something to say about Bold today, as well as those bitch ass Soap Opera Digest previews. I know we definitely got to talk about Dave and Rhoda Penmark living up in Marlena House.
John needs to sit down. We're going to get there. We're going to get on over to Grandpa. Yes.
Let me tell y'all something.
I got a lot to say about Papa John, girl.
Let me tell you what, though. John Black had me screaming today because with it, Marlena ain't been home but maybe 2 days, a day and a damn half. John done already got this shit figured out. He was like, hold on. This shit ain't
with his nose
the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. And we got a DeMiro in the damn kitchen. Brady out here talking about all the people he loved. This bitch got some shit. She got the serum. It's Kristen. Kristen got the serum, and she's holding it over Brady's head. Marlena, I really needed her to shut up today. Talking about, well, but we're all fine now, John. Why would Brady still be with Kristen? Girl,
you ain't gonna stay fine.
Let Marlena be.
Now listen, I love Marlena, but I needed her to retain some of what she learned from Stefano all these years. You know, if they got the serum, your cure is not instant. It's long term. You're gonna need more than one treatment. Why have you not considered that she's gonna need a damn booster at some point?
That's right.
You think you just gonna be one and done and you okay, sis?
No, she might need a third booster too. Yeah.
Stefano was teaching us this in the 80s. Why don't they know?
John is suspicious. John was like,
John, he can already figured it out.
Right, John was created by Stefano. He know what time it is. He always know what time it is because he know how them people think. Marlena always trying to see the good in people. No, ma'am, ain't no good in Kristen Demira. Not even that damn kid she pushed out because that little help is a bad seed. I
Let
She
me
see
tell
got
you
damn
something.
Rachel.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Y'all gonna lay off Rachel now, okay?
Look,
that
Because
I'm
little
not
help
Rachel
afraid
is
of
a
did
Rachel.
bad
say
look,
she was
Sanchez,
laced today, darling. She
Rachel,
said,
she
"Mama,
was.
can we?" She say, "Mama, I don't. Let's ask Mama. Can Marlena be a part of the crew, Mom?" And and Kristen was like, "Well, baby, I guess it's up to her."
Mhm.
You know, so yeah, because Rachel
Hmm.
was reading her ass too, baby. Rachel read Marlena
Yes, she
today. She
was. And I'm
what?
gonna tell you, there was a very sharp contrast between Rachel, Ari, and Holly.
You can
Okay,
say
Yeah.
that again.
when all them churn, get of age and get to high school, Rachel is gonna be the mean girl raising hell and making their lives miserable. I
if she
see it
don't,
already.
As
she
she's
gonna kill
supposed to
them
be.
kids in third grade.
That
They
that
need
is
to
what
go back to middle school
She
because Rachel gonna
gonna
kill them.
kill them, double. She just gonna have them locked up some damn well,
She
okay?
just gonna be a damn Damien. She can
She
lock
gonna
their
be.
ass
She
up in the
just gonna
roll
have
the
them
goddamn
limits, roll the pin
back
mark.
room, shove their ass in a locker. We don't
Look,
care. We staying in Rachel in this house.
nah,
I don't know about
Rachel,
y'all, but in this
Rachel gonna
house,
be
I'm staying in Rachel.
Rachel gonna be like Rhoda Pinmark going, it was Clyde Daigle drowned, not me.
She gave
Hmm.
look, she saved Marlena ass today though. She was like, "Look, Mama, I don't know. Can Marlena be saved? Can we allow her on the team? Can she be? Is she allowed on the inside? Can she roll with us? I don't know. Let me
Can
check on that.
she
Let me
be
check.
with the royal family too? I was
Yeah,
like,
can she
girl,
be a
my
part of it? I
goodness.
But you guys, I've
said,
never really seen Rachel interact with Marlena. Did she not call her grandma?
She's a damn evil little seed. What she gonna call
It's
her grandmama for?
Angela.
I sure
This
hope she
thing
is
under
evil
her
too.
that's
I'm
like
living
you
for it.
could tell. You could just
So to
tell it.
answer your question, Angela, we've been getting little bits and pieces of Rachel.
Uh huh.
Not as much since because they grew up pretty quickly. They kind of grew her because she was born around the
Really
same time
fast.
Kelly, right? But they grew
Yeah.
up pretty fast. They shot her up because Kristen and Brady just got her back in 2019. Kristen was pregnant for her, and they thought they lost her, but Sarah
Yeah, I
was
saw that.
raising
And
the baby the
Sarah had
whole
her
time.
baby, right?
Sarah
Yeah.
had the baby. That was all Xander
Right,
had
because
did
of the whole
this
because of the switch. Yeah.
because of the switch. So anyway, they got the baby back in like 2019. They kind of been upping her age ever since. And I figured they
But
grew her pretty quickly
evil kids
because
grow fast. Evil
I,
kids
I
grow fast.
well, I believe they did it purposely because we got Rachel in an upcoming spoiler saying she's going to, Rachel figures out is something, it's a problem or an issue going on
With her parents.
with her parents. So we know they grew her because she's going to have a big piece of this storyline, whatever getting ready to come next. Now we
Hopefully.
know Days is filming right now all the way up. We got new episodes coming out in February. So I got a feeling that after the first of the year, Rachel's going to be a big part of that. Because I don't know if you watched like the last 2 weeks episodes or 3 weeks, right around the time when Abigail died. They had a scene with Chloe, Rachel, and Brady in the park when she walked up on Chloe and she heard Chloe talking about her mama. And
See?
she went smooth the hell off on Chloe and Brady that day, put both of their ass on blast, and demanded Brady, told him demanded that he take her to see her mama now, and told Chloe she didn't want to have nothing to do and she didn't want to know where around her. So we're getting interaction like that. But today with Marlena, that was kind of like the first real reaction since they've grown her up. They had reactions before when she was maybe what, 4 or 5, like something like that, huh, darling?
Mm-hmm.
But today, I think they really just. But today was a very long. Like she was kind of carrying herself today. I was like, yeah, I was shocked. I loved it. Even Kristen was kind of looked a little stunned, like, okay, Rachel, I see you. I see you.
I made you some pancakes. I was with Bubbles. I wouldn't have ate
I
that,
was like,
Marlena.
you better not
Good.
eat that shit. You
I
better
was I was
not eat
skeptical
that
about the pancakes. I was
Mommy,
skeptical.
Yo,
help. Your
mama.
mama
You
who
better
hate me?
not
Oh
eat
no.
that shit. Nope. Nope.
Kristen could
No.
have took care of Marlena if she wanted to. She already had that. She had Marlena's life in her hand already. Kristen is not trying to kill nobody. All Kristen is
Not
trying to
right
do
now.
is get back what was taken from her by Chloe and Nicole and Brady dumbass.
And Marlena had a piece of that too because Marlena was
Everybody had a
dragging
piece
Kristen.
of
They
piling on top of
exactly.
Kristen. They sure did. So,
And Rachel caught
Kristen's
that
out
too
here
today,
trying to
Sam.
unite
Rachel
her
caught
Yeah,
that
but
family.
too.
Marlena should always be dragging Christian. Marlena should be
I know.
dragging
That's the
Christian
thing.
to the
And I'm
day
not
she
gonna be
die.
mad at Marlena for
I
that,
mean,
but I'm just saying, I am empathetic with Kristen for the tactics that she have to pull off to get her done. Nobody gives her the benefit of the doubt, even when she is doing the right thing. So now, in order for her to get her family back, this is all her motivation is. It's her family. It's her family. It's her child, her miracle baby, the baby that she was too old to have, the baby she's been trying to have all her old ass life. Kristen
Well,
is
she could have
trying to,
raised Brady, but she was grooming
but
him.
she could have, but she waited until he got grown and she started fucking his fine ass.
You can't.
Uh-huh. It's all good. Now they got a baby together.
You
I'ma
can't.
just need everybody that keep, riding her for her just trying to get back what was taken from her. They took advantage of Kristen when she was at her lowest. She was in prison. After somebody stole her baby, mind you, she the one did time after she gave birth to a baby. Motherfucker stole the baby, gave her a dead baby, and just watched her mourn her baby. I mean, come
Yeah,
on. And then told her she killed the damn nurse on accident because she was just in shock. I mean, I think Kristen got a raw deal the whole way around.
she
She,
did.
But
she
did
got a she
but
got a raw
wasn't the
deal the whole way
accident
around.
for real? Cause she's a demurrer. They don't do nothing
No,
by
she lost her child. I mean, come on, but she's still
They
human.
took her.
I know
She was trying
we
to.
can dehumanize Kristen. I know she's a demure, but she's that's what I love about Kristen. She is a demure.
I see
She's tough.
vulnerability.
She's villainous. She
Yeah,
can
she's
be a
very
vixen.
vulnerable.
She can be your worst nightmare. Exactly. But inside, she is. That is why, if we know the history, and I know Darling do because she's a long time
hmm
days watcher. So we know the history of her. We know she's not a blood demure, but we know the reason that she was the favorite demure. We know the reason why Stefano crowned her queen of demure because inside Kristen is just a broken, scared little girl.
Girl. That's it. And
And she
all she
always
wants
had her
is she
daddy
and
there to
all she wanted
protect
was
her.
her own. She wanted her own child.
And she
And she
always
got
had
it.
her daddy
And
there to protect her. So
and
we can't.
and yeah, and Brady was with her. Brady, so what if everybody was looking down? He manned up and he stood by his woman. And then Chloe thought that was wrong. Chloe thought that was wrong of Brady to do. And so that's why every time I see her eyes well up with tears, I get that smile on my lips because she should have left well enough alone. She had
It
his fine
takes
ass out here chasing her.
it takes a certain type of character to love a morally gray person. It
Yeah,
does. And
yeah.
I'll be very honest, Brady bitch made. He not made for it. He's not. He is not made to love a morally great character like Kristen. So yeah,
Now,
she
now, now,
absolutely
though, I
deserves
don't
to
Now
know if
have.
I agree
She
with that. I
she
don't know
he
if I agree with
was,
that because he was a
he
morally
was.
great
he
character
was.
Correct.
himself. He was a
That's
morally great
right.
character himself
Thank
when he
you,
was blonde.
Angela. Thank you.
Yep, sure did. I watched it myself. I didn't ship them just because, I thought it was cool to do. I shipped it because I saw what Brady and Kristen did for each other.
Kind of
To
like
me, they
Ridge
complete
and
each
Quinn.
other.
It was kind
I
of
mean,
like a Ridge and Quinn moment.
or like even like Queen and Carter. But Queen is fucking crazy, and Carter is just the same as you can be. I get the same from Kristen. Kristen is goddamn certifiably insane, And Brady is just a regular dumb person that makes dumb
But
mistakes.
he was the
So
same way. He was out there just as bad on that alcohol fucking up. I mean,
true.
they were both the same. They were both the black sheeps of the family, right?
And they
They
like
were
that about each other. I remember when Kristen got Brady to drink, I was like, why is she getting alcohol to drink? Because she know what she have to do to get through to Brady. They need each other like that. I that's my toxic
But that's
relationship.
but that's but that's the problem. It's toxic. And it's one thing to be toxic like that when it's y'all. They can't both be that toxic and raise a kid now.
But see, that's my point. See,
That's not
Kristen
gonna
has
work.
her head on
Not
the right
now.
in the right place. Kristen is her goal is the family. That's her
that's
goal.
it.
Yeah,
She knows she got to go
that's
through the
what.
shit to get to it because she wasn't gonna get to it with Chloe up in Brady's
Well,
face.
I'm gonna be very honest. Her daughter is one thing. Brady is another. Is a whole different
Oh,
kettle of
okay,
fish, though.
okay. Well, let me say, okay, so let's just go back. Let's just back up a little bit. Let's just back up in 2019 when she found out her baby was alive. Because
Hmm.
Kristen had then came back. I mean, we had a legitimate Kristen, but even in all her flaws, I mean, standing up there with all her flaws in her glory. I mean, we gotta love her because I mean
I do.
we can she's a relatable character because of her life, because of how she grew up and the lifestyle she was brought up into,
Hmm.
but at the same time we know she was this broken, fragile little girl, but she
Yep.
had Stefano, she had her daddy. You hear what I'm
And she
saying?
has
Now let's
nobody now.
speak.
And I
But
always
she had, and then she got Brady. She had Brady on her side. Two broken people. But Kristen, we had at least a halfway decent, legitimate Kristen. But when they took her baby, that's when we saw Kristen go back to that old when Stefano would grab, and he was the only one that can, talk to her and knock sense into her. We
Hmm.
seen her losing her mind again, losing the grips on reality after she thought she lost her daughter. And then when she found out her daughter was still alive, and Maggie and Sarah and Xander and everybody was covering the shit up,
Hmm.
and
well, they
she
wasn't
found
covering it
out
up.
she lost it. She lost it. That's when she stabbed. She just lost it and stabbed Victor. Now we can
She
all
should have stabbed
relate
Victor ass. Victor wasn't in it to her.
exactly. He was nagging her, right? I mean, he
Well, he
was
was
just
basically saying that he wasn't sorry for
yeah,
taking her child from her. So she should have
and he would
taken it.
do it again. If he had it
Correct.
again, so he would
And so,
do it
but she
all
the
over
one got
again.
put in prison. See, this is where I say is she always got that raw deal. She shouldn't have been the one in prison. She was the damn victim. But
She
they had
really
her in the
was, and
run.
it's not to just make excuses for her. She really was. I
No, no,
mean,
no.
and she
I'm not
even had.
saying no. I don't. I'm nothing. Listen, I'm not blaming Kristen for stabbing Victor because yeah, he fucked around and found out. That's what that was. If you
But
do some
hold up,
foul
but
shit like that, then yeah, you are going to end up on the business end of something blunt or something sharp, and it's not going to go well. But what I'm saying is that now that same playbook isn't going to work with her and Brady, not like it did back then.
okay, but hold up. You didn't let me finish, though. You didn't let me finish. I promise you, I'm making a point. So leading up to that, so after that, because she regretted it, she wanted to turn herself in, and what you call it? I think what Susan
Lottie,
or something.
Lottie.
Yeah, yeah. They, told her, stepped in. It was something like that. Anyway, she ended up going on a run. Brady ended up on a run with her, and
Right,
she wanted,
exactly.
but she couldn't, but he came back to save face, right? So she was out there, and he wanted her to stay out there, but Christian thing was coming back to, because she wanted her family.
That's all she
Yeah.
It was,
wanted.
that's
That's
all
all she
she
wanted.
wanted. She wanted her
And
family,
why should they have taken that from her? That's
but
the question I want to know.
they did. Victor
But they
pursued
did.
it. He pushed it. They made sure she spent time. She got the raw deal, but she ended up going to prison. And that's when Chloe. That's when they started with that, whispering in
Chloe
Brady's
and
ear.
Nicole.
Chloe and Nicole got together. We had Nicole and Chloe double teaming,
So
all
were.
in Brady's ear about
But John
Christian.
Kristen, it was
It,
behind bars. The mother of his child. He had just come back off the run with.
And he defending her every time he have a conversation, he defending. He having to defend Christian,
And they
and
making him
we
feel like
even had
shit for
Marlena.
defending the mother of his child.
And we even had Marlena on her side because she even taught Christian. She even understood. We had that moment where Marlena was like, "Look, I understand." That's when she came in the hospital room and she was visiting. I think John. There may have been a time when John was having his stroke too, and she had the Christian wig and she was talking to Christian, and she was telling her like, "Look, I understand it, but for the sake of your daughter." And she was like, "Why do you do these things?" And she was just like, Christian was like, "I don't know, I just get so consumed. I love them so much, I
Yep.
don't know how to let go. This is the only way I know how to react and save my family." And Marlena was like, "I understand that, but for Rachel's sake, you're gonna have to step out of yourself for a little bit, not get so worked up and not let the people beat you down.
Right. And that's
Don't
the Marlena I like.
you see what
That's
I'm
that's
saying?
the
We
that's the Marlena I
Mhm.
like. Cause
we and
even
then they changed, and then next thing you know, that's when they changed it. They changed the writing, darling. And next thing you know, they got Kristen out here. She broke out again. Next thing you know, she shooting Sarah up with these. She got folks on kidnapping folks. Got them out there on that island. And it's
yep.
like, where the hell y'all going with Kristen? Now what y'all doing? So all of that, they would say, Brady, you need to let go Kristen because she's gonna do that. And basically she's proving you right. That's the writer's fault for that. I mean, I was annoyed by it. They didn't have to do her that.
No,
You
they
know,
did, but that's what I mean. But they didn't have to. But just like all the other writers do, they screwed her over.
they
But
did.
if she keeps pulling the shit that she's pulling now, she ain't never getting Brady back.
But see, this
She
that's the
will.
thing though.
If they keep writing her like this, they're never gonna put her not like this. They're not gonna
But
let Brady go ahead and say, yeah, let's go ahead and be a real family for Rachel while you holding a serum over my mom or my 18, God knows who else head.
but listen though, the last time Kristen and Brady, well, the time when I fell for Kristen and Brady was when Kristen was pretending to damn be Nicole. How sleazy is that shit? But
Pretty sleazy.
Brady admitted after sleeping with her that he knew it was her. It felt different. He literally was like, I knew it was you.
Yeah.
So, all this stuff
Probably
that
because she
Kristen
took.
have to do to get Brady, it always has for me been worth it in the end. That's why I ship Kristen and Brady. Now, it's been too long. Like Lady Sanchez was saying, and I'm agreeing with. They have been dragging out this for long for me.
Yes.
They need to stop. In my opinion, the heat in the fire is not with Brady and Chloe. They
That's
No,
both
it
right.
never
need
was to
to
begin
cease
with.
and desist and get it on and moving and popping with what Kristen and Brady do. She wears his ass down sexually, and he watches her, and we can see him fighting it. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting on it, and Ron better not let me fucking down because I've been let down too much this season.
I think we're getting over that. I think we're finally getting over that hump because Angela made a good point. Rachel did stick out today. Like she said, have they been all have they Rachel had more scenes with Marlena this way? So we're seeing Rachel in spoilers up she's in the November sweep. So we know that they're getting ready to give Rachel a story. She's going to be a big part of the reunitement of her family. Because keywords Brady said today, and let's not think now. Let's not because it wasn't too long ago. Because we know Brady do the same shit
Well,
that
hold on,
Kristen does.
Sanchez. Not
Look,
to cut you off, but we burning daylight. And we got a lot to talk about. We can't. We have other parts of days I want to get into, not just Kristen and Brady.
I mean, I know I'm finna just say this last thing. All I wanted to say
Okay,
was is that
okay.
we know it's coming. I'm very secure and confident. I know Briston is coming, and I can't wait to see what Rachel does. But I do want to remind everybody, it wasn't that long ago now, ladies, that Brady was doing this same shit to Chloe and Philip, wrecking their life, wrecking their world, so he can get Chloe. So it's the same thing. So we can't take away from one and give to the other, or we can't just not take away from one and discount the other. So, those two for me, they are very worshiping, and I do believe Sam, I know me and you probably the only two. I believe we getting ready to get our Bristol. But go ahead, we can move on, darling. I know y'all anxious.
Okay, I would like to address Stefan and poor Gabby with her hurt feelings today. Poor Gabby. Now, Lee Shan really does want to be with her because he had such a puppy dog face when he
No,
realized
no.
that she's still upset about
Yes.
how her marriage with Stefan ended.
Mm-hmm.
Darling,
And
that was trash, darling. He this is what he did. He was worse than Ridge, dropping love bombs on Taylor. What did he do? He hurry up and just basically put the Peter in her mouth so she can stop talking about. Once he found out that Rolf gave her some of that medication or whatever it was to wipe
mhm.
her memory. What did he do with Gabby? He hurry up and got her in the bed to get her mind off of Stefan. That was how disgusting was that? That is
Well, you can't
not
blame
love.
Lee. I mean, they
I'm
still
not
came
mad
out the
at him.
bathroom in a black
There are
kitty
worse
outfit.
ways to get distracted than
Right.
getting laid. I mean, I'm not mad at him for that.
I
I mean,
mean, you can't
shit.
blame Lee. I mean, she came out the bathroom with a black kitty outfit on. So the man was gonna take her to bed regardless what came out of her mouth.
Oh my gosh! But just to
Looking good today, honey. And
But it basically that's like having sex with a she full of this here medication and she ain't in her right mind. That's like basically having sex with an incompetent woman she full of alcohol and she don't know right from wrong, yes
Abby's
from
not.
no.
Oh, come on, Sanchez. That's a stretch. And she's not incompetent. He blocked. Rolf shot her up with something to block out her short term memory.
And then
That's it.
playing on at the bed, took her to bed, girl, and beat her down. He just dicked her down so she would forget about it. What can
Lee, that's what he's trying to do. Lee
That's
is
he.
trying to get in there before he's trying to make Gabby. He's trying to make his Gabby's feelings for him deep while he can. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to race the clock. So Lee doing the right thing. He dicking her down as
listen,
much as he can. Treating her like a queen. He gonna give her the wedding of her dreams. I believe Lee really does love Gabby, but he's like in this twisted kind of love way where he want to
Yeah, he
possess
is.
her.
Yeah,
but
it's twisted.
Precisely.
But you missed the most important thing today that made me say fuck Stefan. If he don't ever remember, Gabby is not doing bad with Lee. This man said, I'm gonna go trick or treating with you and your daughter because I need to get to know her. He needs to get to know your child, honey. This man is trying to sit here and get to know your daughter because he's gonna be her stepdaddy. Like he's showing an
That's
interest
right.
in this little girl. And if I feel like if he didn't love Gabby, he wouldn't have shown any interest in dressing up. He at least put the kitty cat
He
ears
did put
on
the
and
that's
Hmm.
that was a lot. That was a lot.
on him. So he
Yeah.
put on the kitty cat ears and he said, "Yeah, I'll go down here to the little Horton hoedown with y'all. It ain't my style, but if
But
that's
I'm
what
going to go.
I want to
He
do,
sure did say that.
I was like, good look at him out here trying to be damn Finn fucking Finnegan.
He
Indeed.
sure did. And we had us a little Mexican. We got us a little Latino Ariana. I was so happy. Look, I was very pleased. I'm
Yes.
like, it's about doggone need time. We got us a Latino.
But
Two.
just had that baby and she talking about that she's almost a teenager. I'm like, hold on. She's
How that child ain't that damn old?
that
That,
came out
But
of
they
But
had
you
she
know,
a
kids
tweenie.
they
She at
even
least
they look
20.
small, but they move grown. I know what she means.
mm,
The kids young. I mean, my granddaughters, for instance, they still too damn young to be as grown as they are.
no, when they say that shit on soap operas, they being literal. The next time did we actually lay eyes on that little girl today?
yes, we did.
Yeah,
We
she
Okay.
went
Yeah,
did.
to the Horton Square
she's
with
at
Lee
least a
and Gabby.
tween.
She
I'd
looks like
say
a
about
tween.
11 or 12. Yeah.
Dressed like because I only remember, you know what, y'all? I watched so many little bitty children on TV in costumes. I'm getting it confused. I'm sitting here thinking about Remy on The Resident the other night was dressed up for the wedding. And I'm sitting here going, I don't remember seeing Ari at the wedding. We ain't even talking about a wedding. We talking about trick or treating in the Horton Square. What the little girl was dressed like a cat. I already know that. Why am I asking you what the little girl was dressed at? Because
And she refused to wear the ears because it messed up her hair.
messed
And
up.
that she, baby, straight gap. That's her mother's child. She
Yep,
is her
that's right.
mother's child. And but they switched out that little blonde girl that we had. That was my thing. So I'm happy about that. It makes sense. I mean, I know Will is her dad, but he's a beautiful. I love my little ginger baby. But all Latinos, we know Latino, Hispanic, African American, our genes overpower any other race. So it made sense for her, Gabriella Hernandez, to have a child that looks like her, and I was happy about it.
Yes,
Me
that
too.
makes
I
sense.
was pleased with all the kids. Eric, Nicole's daughter, Holly, adorable with those two big braids. Just adorable. I loved it. Wasn't she missing a tooth in the front?
Yes, she was.
Yes,
Just a
I
damn
like her.
adorable. I tell you, Dave gave me everything that I needed
They
today.
have always given their fans everything that they need. The only people making their fans struggle is the show that you don't watch no more. They
yeah.
This
best to
is
give
true.
their fans what they looking for. General
So,
Hospital tried their best to abide by their fans. And Young and the Restless is just, they showing up to the party. They just doing the best they can do. But Bold and the Beautiful is literally like, fuck y'all. You gonna watch this shit or you not gonna watch it. But we gonna do whatever the fuck we want over here. We don't care about
And
how
troll the shit out of you.
And
trash,
had the
girl,
nerve to call it a
trash.
November to remember. Are you fucking kidding me? We don't have to remember it. We remember all the other ones still
y'all.
seared into our brains.
How
So
can
this
we
is gonna
how
be
Yeah.
can we
another.
forget November if we never even get to it in the first place? Because y'all got days that start on 1 month and end 3 months later. This
Hmm.
November will start at the end of October, and we'll still be talking about November and January.
Oh
Child.
yeah, oh yeah. Because Sheila's Halloween episode is probably gonna last a week or two.
I don't
But
want to jump ahead because I have a lot of
yeah,
things to say about that,
thank you.
and I have a lot of things to say about today's episode.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's kind of finish up with Bold because I mean finish up with this because I feel like Bold is gonna go long.
Yeah,
What
Well,
I
hell, we
see
ain't
from
even really scratched
Stephen
the surface on days yet.
what I saw with Stefan today is he is really, I mean, he's doing all of that to forget about Gabby because poor baby, he can't understand where this love, where is this, the memories may not be, he's having some memories, right? If he's getting it, we
Hmm.
know some memories are coming back here and there, but it to me is not just the memories, it's the feelings. It's the
Yep.
Hmm.
it's the love, is that attraction. Why he can't understand, and we know it because when he went and had that talk with Kristen, what was that on Monday? And he was like, "Man, why? What did Dr. Rolf do something to me, to my brain?"
Hmm.
You know what I'm
He
so
know
we
he
know
know
he's
something off.
he's battling. Yes, he's trying to bury these feelings of Gabby, but he don't even understand why the feelings are there,
But look how
and
kind
Hmm.
he's
he is to
using
Chloe.
Chloe as a distraction. But even today, in everything he was trying to do, he still couldn't get Gabby off his mind. And I'm telling you, the Horton Square, that tension in the Horton Square today was so thick, baby. You could have cut it with a doggone machete. You could took a machete to the Horton Square
Yeah,
Everybody
because
on
Lee
that
and
tension.
eyeballing
Kristen.
each other, looking across the square at each other, and they all the respective couples. Honey, it
Right.
was big today.
Yep, Lee and Kristen over there, and Kristen telling Lee, "See, we both got what we wanted," and Lee probably saying,
Hmm.
"Well, I ain't quite got what I wanted because my
I'm
woman
working
over here
on it.
pouting over Stephen."
And
Yeah.
Kristen ain't quite got what she wanted yet either. She might not want to count all her chickens because John Black was trained by Stefano Demira, and he smells right now a scheme. He didn't got hair.
Yes, he does.
But what he gon' but that really what does that I mean he can find out, he can know about it. I mean, but what he gonna do? Because Christian got his wife's hand all
But
in the
that's
palm of her hand.
but that's the point. The point is to get the control out of Kristen's hands, which means they need to figure out where the hell that serum is.
Which is why Brady was searching her stuff today.
And here's
And
Exactly.
you
But
think
Kristen's not
and if they
stupid.
really think Kristen gonna be dumb enough to have it over there in that house in her suitcase,
No.
they some
No, but
fools.
Rolf is gonna get
No.
busted probably. Rolf,
Brady was stupid enough to think that. John wouldn't. John knows better. So his whole thing is gonna be like, okay, obviously, and even and they even said it at the end that if it was about the antidote, then why is Kristen still here? Because we all already have it. John's gonna put two and two together and realize quickly that this whole mess is nowhere near being over.
when she started feeling sick again, then they're gonna be like,
Yep.
okay, okay, for now because Kristen's gonna get enough time to where it's gonna get to the point where they are gonna need that booster. And when
It
they
won't matter. Her and Brady gonna be full fledged ship again. We gonna be, baby. We gonna be cruising, baby. We gonna be going through the Bermuda and the Caribbean, and
by that
we gonna
time,
be in
Kristen,
the
he done put the cat
Alaskan
on her.
seas. It won't even matter.
Once Kristen put the cat on Brady, it's a damn wrap. That's the kryptonite.
Yes,
Kristen knows this, and she walks like she knows it. She gonna do what she have to do to get his ass in the bed because once he's there, it's done. It's
it's a
over.
done
It's
deal,
ready.
baby. He
It's
gonna be over
done.
there like Deacon.
How
He
you
gonna be
think we
over there
got
like
Rachel?
Seacon.
How you think we got Rachel? That's how we got Rachel.
I thought it
Brady
was great
wants
because she had on
Kristen.
a mask.
That's
Yeah,
not right,
but
Bubbles.
afterwards, he told her that he knew it was her.
He
Lady,
sure did.
if some man was in your bed fucking you like you ain't never been fucked before, and it turned out that it was some man that you don't know wearing your husband's mask, you just gonna be like, well,
No,
we'll get over it.
but that's real life. But when we talk about these soap operas, especially Days of Our Lives and all the rest,
I still got to
you're
make that
goddamn right.
example. I still got to make that example.
She
But
got.
no, I would not. I just can't.
But what did but listen what Sam is saying though. What did Brady tell her? I knew it was
Was you?
you.
He definitely did. I mean, I'm no
Not
fool.
because she was touching him when he was a baby.
Come on
Oh
now.
my God, Bubbles, you really just go. You know what? Go ahead, go, darling.
They
Go
got a
ahead
kid
to
now,
the next
Bubbles.
thing.
I mean, what? They got a kid already now. The toothpaste cannot go back in the bottle.
Bubbles gonna ride that. She is going to keep throwing that in our face, Sam. She is not gonna let it go.
Right.
I mean,
So just because
naturally,
Brady TT'd in her face when he was a newborn, we ain't mad. He could still TT in her face.
and probably do. But I
And
I
mean,
mean,
he
because
will
they got
TT.
cougars. I
I
mean, we.
expect
I respect the Cougar game. I respect the Cougars and they Cubs. You know, I mean, hey, they here,
and
they
didn't she
out
look
there.
beautiful today? Now even everybody can confess that Kristen Demera looked like royalty today. She was absolutely beautiful. Her
I'm
hair
put.
was stunning. Her
I,
beautiful blue eyes were just like she should keep her hair up and off her face. Her eyes were
she did.
beautiful. Oh my god.
She did look beautiful, but I'm gonna be very blunt. This is not gonna be the clean shoot y'all think it is because they dressed them like Brady was Henry VIII and she was one of the wives. That is not a good token, considering he
Okay,
went
Okay,
but
through
what
six
though?
of
darling. You
them.
know
You know
what,
what though?
darling? We gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna be like Can on this one. I'm gonna do y'all like Can do with trends. Y'all say what y'all want, but I'm holding on to it, Sam. We are getting
Y'all be the
Bristol.
strong shoulders. I never discourage
Yes.
people from supporting their ships, even if I don't.
Yes,
Y'all be the
me,
strong
me and
soldiers.
Lady Sanchez will be shoulder to shoulder, riding that the waves that
That's
is
right.
about to pound. That has been pounding on our Bristol ship. It's been pounding for years, and Lady Sanchez and I both are counting on our little princess Rachel to parent trap her ass off so that
Doggone right.
Kristen can
That's
finally
very
bed
possible.
Brady and yeah, so Kristen can finally bed Brady and put him out his misery. Once Kristen beds Brady, he gonna feel better. He gonna be able to tell everybody that yep, he back with Kristen. And yes, I know how you feel about Kristen, but I love her.
And he was flirting with her today, Sam. He was like, "Come on now, Christian. This ain't the Christian I know. She would never use these type of tactics just to get me in the bed." I was like, "Oh, so
The
you
chemistry
I
know
was
this?
between
like,
those
he
two.
obviously don't know who she is because
You
that's the
know
thing he was putting on
this?
her dad. That's what she
Exactly.
did to his daddy for years, girl. Like,
He's in denial.
like,
He
He's in
knows
the
she
ask
ain't
your
his
daddy
kid.
about
he picked it up. He knew that because he was like, "Come on now, if you gonna come on to me, you gonna have to do better than this." Basically that's all he was telling her. He was just like, "Look, now the Christian I know in love would not have to do this. Now you off your game.
But
Get
yeah,
it
and he know
together.
better because
Come
Kristen
back to
gave
me
him
with another
alcohol.
pickup line."
And Kristen had that man drinking again. Kristen had Brady drinking again. Kristen will do what the hell she have to do. And that's why I roll with her. I like to ride. I like to go on them trips with her. I be shotgun with Kristen fucking Demera. I'm shotgun. I'm going with you, bitch. I'm going.
You know, there's a chance she might leave your ass in the swamp, man.
Yeah.
She gon'
Yeah.
look. I'm not even worried about it. We got this here. We got it. We
All
got Rachel
right.
She will put
around
her
here
ass loose
checking
if she have
foods.
to.
Like she checked Marlena today. She was like, "What is this here on your face? Are you mad at my mother about something? Are y'all
No.
arguing about something?" I'm like, "Look at Miss Rachel being all into it. Okay, I see you, Rachel. I
y'all
see."
Let Miss.
Miss Rhoda and her mama to pack their bags. Y'all got to get the fuck up out of my house. Brady take
Miss
some
I
Penmark.
do want that. I
Little Miss
want
Penmark
Brady
is
and
is,
I
is
do
Kristen
want
already
that.
and
I
added.
do
Demira
want
back.
that. I agree with Bubbles.
out of my house because I'm
Yeah.
not going. I done been through this shit with her daddy and with her damn mammy that you done moved in my house. And fuck if I'm gonna do a whole nother generation of this shit. Get your shit. Get out my
I
house.
agree. I agree, Bubbles. Hey, look,
They
I'm
need
not
to
mad,
be out
and
of
I
there.
want them to, because that's the
Yep.
better. It'll be better for Briston if she go ahead on and move Brady and her daughter
Back into the
on up
mansion.
out the house. Bring them
Back
to the
into
Y'all
the
go live
Demera
mansion.
in
mansion.
that Demera mansion with the rest of the
That's
dysfunctional
right.
people
Let's go
that
With
on
all the
into the
live
heathens.
Demera
in that
mansion. If
That's
we
the
have to
den of
get Brady
heathens.
down into one of those trap doors, God dog it, Christian, do what you got to do,
I'm
but
gonna be
get him
there.
out of Jarlena's house and get him on over to your turf and have your way, baby.
That's right.
We gonna have Burger
I'm
King
with you.
24
I'm
hours.
riding with her. I'm riding with her. I'm riding with her. Kristen Demira, I'm
And we
riding
gonna
with her.
have
Oh, and
Staby too. We gonna have Staby because that shit today. Rick, look, this is my theory. Gabby, I'm pretty sure after today that she may be getting some of her memory back, but she may not. She may just be totally clueless, like you and Bubbles, like darling, like you and Bubbles said.
mhm.
I mean, whatever Dr. Ross stuck her with, that's okay. Stefan is gonna get his memory back first
Yep.
because he is trying to fight it hard. He is using Chloe as a distraction, just anything, just to get. That's why he wrote. That's why he charming her so hard, Sam.
Well, let me
That's
tell
not
you
because
something.
he want her and love her. He trying to get Gabby off his mind.
I hope that he run. I hope that Chloe run real hard and fast, crying and fall into the arms of Philip. She done spoke. She run from one ship to another, messing them up for me. I'ma need Philip to come and take care of her and get her out of my hair.
I don't want that either. I mean, I'm a Flowy shipper. I don't know if there's any Flowy fans in
I
here.
was, but the last time they did Philip so dirty, I was
Yeah,
like, nah, we can't keep doing this
we
shit.
can.
This been
Yeah,
going on for too many years
I'm
now.
done. I'm done. And I've already seen the Philip spoiler. He's coming back. His mind not even going to be on Chloe. He's coming back with a new agenda and a whole new purpose in life. So Chloe is not on his mind. So we don't want her, Sam. And I'm Chloe, look, but I'm team Philip first. I love that man, dirty draws. He can't do no wrong. And he don't do no wrong. I mean, I love his dirty draws. I will take them and iron them one by one, hand by hand.
And then ask him,
Okay?
you want me to make you a sandwich, Daddy?
You show you doggone right.
Y'all hurry up and get this out your system.
Okay,
We
I
got
just
other
said we
shows
don't
to
want
talk about.
Chloe either. So Chloe, she finna get ready to be by herself. I don't maybe this they getting ready to do Chloe's big exit because it's time for her to go.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad about that
I
because
second that.
I don't like none of the options that's on the plate for her because I'm not here for Philip to be treated like a bitch again all over again. Nah, if they can't do right, then don't do it at all. Mm-mm.
Thank you.
And no, and the hell with this Stefan and her shit. He belong with Gabby, and the hell with this shit with her and Brady too, because she makes my ass hurt when she with Brady. Just because I don't ship Briston, don't mean that I'm for broke. Cause no, it doesn't go like that.
She's gonna get her feelings hurt because Stefan is gonna get his memory back first, and he's gonna be the one to stop that wedding. He's gonna be the
Yeah,
one.
I believe so. I wonder what's gonna come of Lee Shin though. I wonder if Lee Shin is going to literally be ended during, this
I
coming
hope
up to
not.
this
He's so
storyline.
cute.
Ain't he
He
though?
might be the one to come. He might be the one Dr. Ross be put Stefano's serum in. Because he's gonna disappear after it's all over. He's wherever he plan on shipping or wherever he's already shipped Dr. Ross because we don't
Yeah,
know.
he's in Jakarta. He's in
Yeah,
Indonesia. He confirmed that with the call with Lee Shan when the show opened.
So he gone already?
he's
Yes,
gone.
he yes, when that's what Gabby walked in on. She walked
That's
in
right.
on Lee calling Rolf to find out what the hell happened when Gabby came to the lab because he's already in Indonesia. Rolf is here's the thing. Rolf is old school. He is not stupid. He is not going to be lingering when he said Gabby came up in here in attack mode. Nah, son was not trying to stick around and wait for her to come back and ask him some more questions with a
Well, he
scalpel.
was packing to leave at that point because Lee had
Yeah.
already told him that he would get him out of town. So he was
Mhm.
already on his way out when Gabby came in. She just happened to get there before he left.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
And
so I
so
got a
he
question then.
mhm.
So if Rolf is already gone, Kristen is pretty much good with the
She
serum
good.
business.
She good, Sam. We good.
I mean, so
Baby,
what is
Stavy and
John gonna
Brewster,
find
we are
out?
good.
I mean, he can suspect it, but even if he know for a fact, what the hell can he do if Rolf is not there with the serum?
Exactly, but you know how they pop people in and out of Salem. It's not
That's
like
true.
it's not like being gone from Salem really means anything because you could be gone today and your ass will be here by the close of the show tomorrow.
And we love that about days.
Yes,
We
they're
don't
very
really ever
different
say
like that.
goodbye to our faves.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
why I believe Lee, he's not gonna, he might be disappear, he might be off the scene because we got Wendy.
But Lee
It's
Lee is heavily involved with Demira. I mean, that company is publicly traded, and Lee's father holds.
he's the
He
top
must hold a
dog.
lot on the board.
He's the top, Lee's father is the top dog.
Exactly. So Lee, either he's going to, pass away, or he's just gonna get found out and just be outed and be shamed. I mean,
He'll
what?
be
I mean,
he'll be shamed. He'll lose his just like Wendy was out there, been out there in Alaska. Because of her, because I mean,
oh
it's a
God,
cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. So Mr. Chin, the father, Lee's father, will probably just relocate Lee.
and send him to Timbuktu. You right.
Send him to Timbuktu, and he's going to end up out there with Dr. Ross because he has a pull. He's then grown this obsession with Gabby. He has to have Gabby no matter what. And we just talked about last night in the yard or either Tuesday night what are they going to do with about Stefano. We all agreed that there aren't any viable. I think, Sam, you said EJ would be a legitimate. Stefano, he would, but Dr. Roth wouldn't use any one of Stefano kids because the goal is Stefano loved his children and he wanted all his children together. So he won't use any one of Stefano's children to carry Stefano's serum. But when Lee gets outed, Lee would be a great candidate because he would be behind the scene. We wouldn't see him. And I bet he end up with Stefano Demira's serum.
You know what? That would be a thumbs down for me, all across the board. If I had to put, if they asked me 10 times, I say 10 times thumbs down. I don't see Lee pulling off Stefano's gravitas.
He may not. I mean, even if we may not get him on scene, we may just get voices. We may get the hand.
I don't
Oh
want them to do that. I don't want them. I want them to leave Stefano dead until he is
no,
recast with a worthy actor.
no,
They need.
they not gonna recast him though, Sam, because they can't. I mean, he was a hell of an actor. I mean, you can't. He's irreplaceable.
But we know
That's
that
why
that's
they
not true,
haven't
though.
done it yet.
But we know that that's not true in soaps. They all replaceable. I take a new great Stefano Gerrard just to open up all those storylines. A new great actor that can pull off the gravitas and the mystique and just what he did. I mean, I remember that actor as Massimo. He just like he just moved different. The
Mm-hmm.
arrogance, the confidence.
Yes.
He looked like he smelled good. The pinky ring type motherfucker. You feel me?
Wait,
Well, that
hold
would be
on.
Mr. Chin. That would be Lee's dad then, because we did
Yeah.
get a couple of scenes with him, and
Well,
he's
wait. Before wait, so not to wrap us up, but it looks like Amaya was able to provide us with the sweeps for days. Y'all want me to read them all?
yes,
Ooh.
ma'am.
Okay, so EJ and Ava. EJ has banished Ava from Salem and he thinks he's won, but Ava enlists a surprising ally to seek revenge against EJ and
Xander.
they target his Achilles heel. However, EJ is not one to back down from a fight and he and Ava will engage in a ruthless game of one-upmanship. Their twisted battle quickly escalates and ends up having deadly consequences for those around them.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Paulina, Sloan, and Chanel. Paulina believes she's neutralized Sloan and her client. See page 9 for more. Of course, y'all see some shit like that. So they think the crisis has passed as they wait for the results for the governor's race to come in. When the results come in, there's a reversal of fortune. And let's just say Chanel's secret is out in a big way.
Oh,
What?
Let's see. Johnny
A
and
reversal
Wendy.
of fortune.
A reversal of fortune. So
So,
before this, before those results come out, we gonna know who the hell she think or she thought she killed or whatever the hell.
and I wonder if it's going to get out on social media and have Paulina lose the race.
Very possible. Very
You know,
possible. Let's see.
I'm with it.
Johnny and Wendy. Wendy wants to know what her brother may or may not be up to, and Johnny wants to know what his father may or may not be up to. So they team up.
Yes.
They
Thumbs up.
know Rolf is involved, so they're going to track Rolf down to get proof that EJ and Lee were responsible for Stefan's brainwashing. So they sneak away and leave town. So they're hitting the road.
yes.
Let's see. Chloe, Stefan, Gabby, Lee. Gabby and Lee's wedding is approaching. Before that, we continually put Stefan into her path, and they continue to antagonize each other.
Mm.
Stefan is programmed to hate her, but those passionate feelings keep coming to the surface.
What?
Gabby tries to be done with him and is throwing herself whole hog into this relationship with Lee Shin. But we know that's easier said than done. And in the meantime, Stefan is getting closer to Chloe. Let's
Yep.
see, Xander and Sarah. Xander gets in a big fight with Victor, which causes him and Sarah to move into a motel. Y'all just moved the fuck in
They
here.
just moved out of the motel.
That's what I'm looking at. Well,
Girl.
he wants to prove himself to Sarah that he can provide for her and that he can be a worthy husband. So he's a little bit tempted to return to his shadier ways in order to keep Sarah in this manner in which she has become accustomed. And it
Thumbs
leads
down.
him to make questionable choices.
That's
I hate this.
bullshit. You see how
BS.
they doing?
Bull
You see
fucking
how they
shit.
doing,
Because you
Zara?
know why? Just like we just talked about with Kristen, they doing it with Xander too.
Yep.
Xander
All
and
of a sudden, this is a
Sarah
problem now,
already
and it
have
shouldn't be.
done that. Xander was already running whatever the Kiriakis business is when he was working for his uncle Victor. Remember, Xander was going to work every day, coming home to Sarah and Mickey. He already
Yeah.
proved to Sarah that he can provide for her and their family. So now you
Yeah.
mean to tell me that we going backwards? Fuck out of
We
here.
just
That's a
talked
thumbs
about
down.
yeah.
That's a thumbs
Trash.
down. So there's two thumbs down. Is there any more, Darlene?
Yes, let's see. I'm gonna skip Steve and Kayla because I really don't care about them.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Alex, Stephanie, Chad. Chad isn't over Abigail and told Stephanie he's not ready and doesn't know when he'll be ready for something, so she's drawing a little bit closer to Alex and maybe trying to give him a chance and a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. We'll see on the flip side if Chad has any regrets that he sort of missed his chance. And then last but not least, um, well, this is kind of wait. Hold on, did I skip something? No,
Is
I did not
Philip?
skip
When Philip
anything.
coming? When is
Um,
Philip?
data that's not in here. Unless there's a whole page missing, I don't see anything about Kristen or Brady or Philip. The last
Shanae.
part is Rafe, Nicole, Eric, and Jada. We have this weird kind of quadrangle going on, and then
Yep.
complicated more by Rafe and Jada working together, and Eric and
Mm-hmm.
Nicole not working together. So
Mm-hmm.
Nicole and Eric are struggling mightily to fight off their feelings that they're having for each other, and we're coming to the point where it becomes almost undeniable. Is Nicole willing to blow up her marriage, and if so, can she and Eric finally be together? And Jada is the wild card in this, and that's the end of
Jada
the
gonna
preview.
get pregnant.
Jada gonna be pregnant.
Yep.
Cause
And
I've
Rafe is
already
going to
seen the
10
preview where she
when she
passes out
faints.
in the poll. Yeah, she gonna faint. She gonna be pregnant.
So
Lord, they
So
you
yeah.
guys, you
Hmm.
got 5 minutes left on Days of Our Lives, and then we have to switch to bold because we are losing the interest of our listeners who would like to talk about bold and have been asking for about 15 minutes if we can hurry.
we can
They want
we
to talk
can
about
move on to bold if Sam and Darling, if you guys
Oh,
are,
I'm done. We
I'm
hit we
ready.
because
pre-
I
we hit
already
pretty
I've
much
seen
everything I
those.
wanted to hear.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen those spoilers, and yeah.
awesome. So bold and the beautiful today. Everybody has been chomping to talk about little Douglas putting Liam in his place today about his real family and wanting to spend some time with his real dad. That's really the only thing I remember from the show. Oh, and Thomas and Hope and this mannequin. Let me tell y'all what, y'all gonna hate me. I don't care.
What?
You gonna hate me. I was
What?
in Faces today with most of y'all, and y'all were sitting there talking about who brought the mannequin. Can go hate me. She's already gone. They gon' y'all was sit that people were sitting there saying who left the mannequin. Why would they bring the mannequin up there? They just trying to set Thomas off. Y'all know good damn and well Thomas is the one who went and got that mannequin up there out of the damn archives.
No,
Y'all,
Okay, well,
makes
I'm glad I'm
sense.
not the only one who wondered
That
about
makes
that
sense.
myself.
It
and
make
that
no, I'm not mad, Bubbles, because after I closed the space today, I was thinking about that. I was going back and forward because facts. We all wondered. It was like, what happened? What changed? What happened in the dialogue? What happened in the storylines? We've been getting a thought build. We've been getting Thomas redemption, and we've been getting a Tridge build. In the last couple of days, we saw J Matt very active on IG and Twitter about his role. He's speaking out about his role on bold. So, and we know that Bell is trolling us on Twitter, and he's seeing the tweets. What
Hmm.
happened? We thought Thomas was rehabilitated. What changed? How out of the blue he's making this CPS call? Make it make sense. It didn't. It came out of nowhere. So this is how they're going to validate that. Well, here comes the mannequin. Well, you thought, he was redeeming or he had reached the point of redemption in the last 2 years, but actually he's been sick this whole time. So, how do we know that? Boom, here comes the mannequin. 2019. So, last week, not this weekend. Have anybody went on J Matt IG page? He's been playing back
Oh yeah, I saw when he posted the two promos that were damn near identical.
yes, from the present and from 2019, it was a
Hmm.
telling story. So it was like, so I put on, so after I closed my space earlier, Bubbles, I opened another space, like, 34 hour later or so when I got home. And I was thinking about that shit on my drive home. I was like, wait a god doggone minute. J Matt has been he put this here on IG. He's putting the present present situation, 2019 situation.
Yeah.
Then we got these articles. So I'm like, oh,
Wash, rinse, repeat.
that's
Wash, rinse,
what he
repeat.
was telling us. That's what he was telling us. He is the one who went and got the god doggone mannequin. It's 2019 all over again.
Yeah. And I didn't even see him do the post where everybody was talking about, well, he posted where his storyline now is the same as it was a couple years ago. I still haven't seen that post on Instagram because y'all, I swear I don't know how damn Instagram works. Like I get
You have to go to the reels.
the reels.
You have to,
Which
because you can.
reel is it?
You have to. It's like
The
you
thing
go
that
to
looks
the.
like a video. The thing
It
that
looks
looks like
like
a
a
little video
video.
button.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's like 6 gajillion of them on this page.
Go to the one the very last one on the, because you got a button in the middle and
No,
you got a
baby,
button on the end.
listen to what I'm saying. I'm on the Reels page. The Reels page is a 4 by infinite number of pictures of videos.
Right.
Which one of these videos do I click on?
The first one, because that's the most recent one.
No,
And
hang
then
on.
when you hit the first one, start
I'm finna
scrolling
tell you,
down until you
Bubbles.
see. But
Well,
Let
wasn't
me
it in
go.
his stories? Because if it was
dancing
in
with
his stories,
Timberland Brown.
if
So
it was in his stories, it's disappeared already. Darlene,
Yeah, because
wasn't
that's
that
the
from
thing.
his stories?
Reels aren't permanent. They only stay up for a certain amount of time.
Or the
That's
reels are
So
right.
permanent, but
24
it may
the
hours.
be
stories
gone.
are not. The stories are not permanent. The stories
Oh
are
wait,
what
stories.
disappears.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so it depends on if he posted it as a story or as a reel.
And
So that
he
may.
posted it as a story. That's why he
Okay,
posted as a story.
so
That's
it's
something
yeah.
Bubbles is
oh
not going
Lord
to see
Jesus.
exactly
Yeah,
what
so
you're
it's not,
saying
yeah,
because it
so
may
it's not that you can't work it, it's that the stuff is temporary.
I'm gonna just ask the Google. Y'all doing too much right now. I'll find the handbook online. Surely there must be one. Surely that must be a Instagram for idiots.
Well, I don't doubt that. They got a handbook out there. Everybody has a handbook. Shit. So, yes, I have to agree with Sanchez that the mannequin being drug out of the closet after all this damn time, or a damn year, is to basically, and yeah, with J Max posting, that sounds like to me that's his way of point blank telling us, hey, yeah, we back here again. We back here again doing this all over again from scratch. That's why the promos look exactly the same. I mean, the only two things that were worthwhile on today's show was one, Douglas telling Liam in no uncertain terms, "You're not my dad," and I'm not missing
so
shit
this
about you.
um J Max
Bubbles. Okay, I
posted.
found it, Bubbles. Let me tell you which one to go to. Go down to go to his
Send it
page,
to
go back
her.
to IG,
Send it to
and you're
me
gonna
too.
go all the way down to,
Send it to both of
let
us.
me see here. One,
I ain't even see
two,
it.
let me see. Go down to, if you in the reel, so go to his page. Just go to, like, click on his name, go to the page. You'll see 3 buttons. You'll see like a box, like a tic-tac-toe box. It's 3 little boxes. The one on the first one on the left, and then you got a middle one. It looked like a little video
If you don't
camera.
tell me which picture to click on and stop telling me how to get to the Reels page, I'm going to absolutely scream.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so hang on. So if you on the tic tac button, go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go down to 9, to the ninth block under
Okay.
the tic tac. Uh-huh. And at the bottom, you should see something like,
Hello?
Well, girl, I guess her mic must have tapped out because she was going the long way around that mountain.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear
Lost
you
you.
now.
Yeah, go down to the ninth block, to the
Can y'all
ninth
hear me?
video.
Oh Lord, yes, Sam, but you wasn't talking before, so
Oh, I was talking before. Is
Girl, we
it
ain't hear a
11.8
damn word out your
thousand?
mouth.
Is it
right
11.8
because we
thousand views on the reel? Lady Sanchez?
22.4K, right?
20. Oh, it's 22.4.
it took
So
you six
listen,
minutes to say that.
essentially, that post is J Matt saying, I'm doing the same shit I did 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And basically, Bell saying in his sweeps of his November to remember, and literally, he is the which man will Brooke choose? And that is his November to remember. Which man will Brooke choose? Ridge is only with Taylor because he appreciates her and because Thomas made the CPS call. Bill has always had a crush on her. Deacon is madly in love with her. And Liam, would she ever have a coupling with Liam? It would really bother her. So that's what they got lined up for a November to remember.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All that
That's the
other
one I
shit
don't
is
like
just
talking about, Bo, because my blood
all that
pressure
other
is
shit is
high.
cannon fodder. Is trolling. He put just enough into the first of all, a yes, let's accept the fact that the previews are just one big honking troll. That is what it is. From start to finish. There was something in there for pretty much everybody except quarter fans, and we know why. That's because
Because
he
they
can't lie. He can't lie about that. Oh,
Y'all,
did
this
Sam
video
did,
was posted 99 weeks ago.
did Sam knock herself out? Oh yes, she did.
Y'all, this video was posted 99 weeks ago.
And then go back to the one. It has 10K, 10,000 likes.
the
Is
shit that
they
we
they're
don't
like
like.
all back to back bubbles.
Wait, did Sam keep knocking herself out? Because I thought she was back in.
Yeah, she went out again.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about the one where they're saying 100 episodes and counting?
No, it's the one I think it's before that or after that.
I'm gonna have to give y'all lessons on how to describe how to get videos. What does the
Well,
stick
It's the one right after that,
I don't
bubbles.
dare. I work Instagram by the grace of above, so I don't really feel like I'm good enough. I'm good enough to get
It has
instructed.
11.3K likes, bubbles.
Y'all about to give me a nervous breakdown. What does the picture look like that I should be clicking on?
Hang on. He have a brown shirt on. It's just Thomas on the picture, or J Matt. He has a brown shirt on. It's
That would be nice.
11.3K likes, but they're all together. It's like it's a compilation of them.
This one is 11.8.
Okay, that might be it. I don't have my glasses on.
Lord Jesus
It
God.
looked like a three
You
to
know
me.
what? I
Shit.
don't want you
It looked like a three to me, Dr.
You know, I think
Don't give
look,
me
look,
to
look, 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 look. This
give me
807.
a
I think
hard
we should
time,
give this
bubbles.
up for
I'm
dead for
trying.
right now. I think we should give this up for dead for right now, y'all. It
And that
don't.
was posted 103 weeks ago too. Y'all know what? I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention to timestamps. I feel like all of this stuff where people are saying, well, J Matt is saying he's so upset. And I go and I read these articles and it's stuff from years ago. It's not anything that's recent.
Well, the one that I did was recent.
Somebody's phone is ringing and you are muffled, Lady Sanchez. I can hardly hear you.
That's my phone. Hang on one second.
Okay, I think we got Sam back.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was missing for a long time. I
I
don't know
thought,
what happened.
but yeah. So it's like I mean, I don't know who wrote today's dialogue for Douglas. I will give them snaps. They did a good damn job. Because he basically, and also you do see how them Twitter streets that fan base is turning against that poor child.
They was turning against Douglas when Django took the role because he wanted to stay with Thomas, and when Henry what came back, they were happy that Douglas was coming back because that was their Douglas. And now after today, I haven't really been reading Twitter about Douglas. What is going on?
Well, that's the thing. They kind of set that they kind of was riding for a fall a bit because they were thinking that I guess because of course reading comprehension is important, and we completely breezed past the part about Django being temporary because Henry was off in the Great White North, so to speak.
I told
They
y'all this shit was temporary.
Well, the
yes, you
first
did.
article did say it was temporary, but somebody posted a second article saying that it was made permanent. I remember it was always temporary, just like the little temporary Kelly.
I mean that. So when they did it, when they brought back Henry, when Henry came back and was back for regular availability to play the role, I guess they figured that because the shift, and this is just their intuition that turned out to be dead wrong, because we get things wrong in the soap Twitter streets too. I think what they were thinking was that when this shit started with Douglas really verbalizing how much he misses his father and how he doesn't see him enough, a lot of that really kicked off, obviously, when Django took over the role.
Yeah,
So
because he had
I
been off
think,
screen.
right, because we hadn't seen Douglas since like that New Year's mess. Before
Mm-hmm.
that,
That
that was
Christmas, like Christmas. Yep,
yes,
exactly. New
the
Year's.
new, the
Mm-hmm.
whole New Year, the whole who I saw Grandma Brooke kissing Santa Claus bullshit. That was the last time we saw Douglas. So it had
Mm-hmm.
been a long while, and so by soap terms. So I think they kind of thought that when Django left and Henry came back, that we would shift away from that, only for some faces to get cracked when they realized no, that wasn't a change that was made because we shifted actors. That's just how Douglas is, because Douglas has always said he wanted to be with his father. And y'all then gave yourselves amnesia.
Right. And
Convenient
they doing that.
amnesia.
That's willful ignorance.
Ex- exactly. Precisely so. Because like we said, when all of this first started happening, we talked about this in depth. That Douglas was like, "Oh, Liam gone, my daddy can move in." That is not a child who does not want to be with his father. And one of the things that I had to say myself in response to what somebody said is that y'all, that's the thing. Y'all people is confusing relatives with family. Those aren't the same things, okay? Those those two things do not mean the same things to people. Douglas said he wants to be with his mom and his real dad. He likes being with his family. Okay? That's who he wants. Given a choice, that is who he wants to be with. Full stop. He's not checking for Leah. He's not worried
Mm-hmm.
about Liam for that. He's not conflicted thinking I need to go back to the cabin because I ain't seen Liam in a minute. That ain't crossed that child mind.
In fact, Douglas pretty much said the opposite.
He,
That he considered Thomas, Hope, and Beth as his family. He excluded Liam's ass.
exactly. Which technically was exactly what Liam was afraid of when all this mess started. Because here's the thing, when Liam was having all these doubts about the whole shared custody thing, this is the kind of shit that he was concerned about. Now, all I'm saying is let that be a lesson to his silly ass. Stand on your principles and don't roll over and play dead if you really feel you're right. Because Liam never felt right about this whole shared custody agreement. Not just because of him being concerned about Thomas being able to have access to his son, or because it was best for Douglas, but because he felt in his soul that it would be detrimental to his marriage.
Oh,
Because
he knew
Liam,
it would be
yeah,
because he has been doing it himself with Steffi. He
mm-hmm,
knows that he has Steffi over there with his child, and he can go over there and play second family whenever he gets ready. And Hope told him that when she threw that in his face. When she said, "Now you know how I feel." You remember when she
mm-hmm,
said that? She told him that about her having a kid with Thomas. Now you have Douglas, and that means Thomas is always going to be a part of your life. Yeah, now you know how I feel. She said that. She
Yes,
did
she
it
did.
to make. She always does things to punish Liam. And I don't care if he likes the punishment. He can keep taking the
Oh, that's
punishment.
up to him. He chose
Right.
it. Oh, I feel no
Exactly.
sympathy
He
for
can
him. He
keep taking
chose
the
this
punishment.
shit.
But this is what she did on purpose. So now you think that she's not going to use it to her full advantage? Of course she is. She knew why she did it. And of course she did it for the reason that she wants to be exploiting it for. Because she knows that that's her way to keep Liam in line. That's all. Douglas
But
is only
She get
there
it
because
from her
she trusts
mama
Steffi.
and her daddy.
and now Liam is up here all worried because I mean, I'm sorry. It was pathetic. It was pathetic that he went over to that house. And also, can I just say I'm about to take Eric out to the pool and ask him, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't put this man out your house? I'ma just leave y'all to talk. What? Who got
Yeah, Liam,
who
Hope, and Eric both have done left Douglas to be gaslighted.
yeah.
And Paul
And don't.
Douglas, he was like, "No, you're gonna leave me in here with this lunatic." And he even asked. He was like, do I have to go? Do I have to leave?" It was like,
That's
what
what
in
I
the heck?
said. That was so weird that Eric walked out and left that child there with that grown man, and he saw that Liam was pressuring him, and he
Yep.
Yeah.
was like, "No, I want to be here. I like it here with my dad. Grandpa, do I gotta leave?" And Eric was like, "No, you ain't gotta leave." He was like, "See, Grandpa said I can stay, so I don't know what the fuck you in here talking about."
But I know
Yeah.
I was looking at Eric old senile ass. I'm like, Eric, did you not hear your great grandson? He said he asked you if he had to leave. You said no, you could stay. Well, I'ma just let you talk. You mean you gonna let this dude sit here and pressure this child into changing the answer that he already
Yep,
gave him?
because Eric
Yep.
don't give a damn about his own grandson.
And
Shit, you should have sent.
that's the same thing that they did to him when he was supposed to be having that family dinner with Taylor and Ridge
Yep.
at Steffi's house. Hope had Thomas bring him back home, and they brought him back
So
home
her mama
and
can
there
gaslight her.
and told him about what
Yep.
he had said to them people about New Year's Eve, and then told him, "Well, make sure you don't say nothing to nobody about it because it's in the past, and we don't bring up the past." Because the past
Yep.
don't matter no more. That's the
Right.
same thing Liam was doing to that little boy that
Mm-hmm.
was gaslighting him and splitting his mind, and that's why his ass is gonna be torn because he
Yep.
likes where he is. But now Liam has sat up there and told him Hope and Beth crying themselves to sleep at night, and they ain't eating and losing weight and shit because he ain't there at the cabin, and he's like, "But they here with me almost every other night, like I send them alone."
Yeah.
They,
That was
they
hilarious.
crying themselves to sleep when you not at the cabin. Little Beth just sits there in her little Benjamin Button baby cradle built
Yeah.
for two and cries because you not over there in your little half little bunk bed where she can look at you. They just crying
Trash.
about it, Douglas. They don't even eat when you not at the house. So now this child
Lying his ass
like,
off.
I really like being here with my dad, but Liam said my mom and my cousin sister miss me. And I mean, I know they sleep here about 3 or 4 nights a week, and I miss them too. But I mean, I like it, but maybe I should go home if they miss me. I mean, they crying every night. I don't want nobody crying over me. My daddy seemed like he might be cool with it. Let me.
See, and
I don't know. He didn't
and
split that baby's mind. I will never like Liam after this.
with
Never.
that bit, look, as far as I'm concerned, I could write a whole damn dissertation on why Liam Spencer ain't shit. Ain't never was shit, ain't shit,
He
and ain't
never gonna
never
be
gonna
shit.
be shit. Because never not since Brooke Logan have I seen a whole grown ass adult try to manipulate the shit out of a child to get what they want in their personal
Not
life.
one in their sane mind, right?
Mm-mm,
Not
not a
one that
sane
claim to
one.
be sane.
Now,
Exactly.
exactly. I'm like, hold on a second. Liam, you legitimately are over here because you're worried about your relationship with your wife. But instead
That's
of you
it.
dealing with your insecurities about your damn raggedy ass shoestring of a marriage. You over here creating
Putting his
confusion.
insecurities on that child.
Yes, creating confusion in this child's mind where there is no confusion. And then you had the fools in the street up here who was like, he's not manipulating him. Yes, he is. Where was Thomas? Not there. Where was Hope? Not there. So guess what? If the two people who are legally responsible for the child don't feel this topic need to be broached, who the hell are you?
Right. You're
Thank you.
Nobody.
stepping in and taking over in a place where Hope has already told you to mind your business.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that right there is the T. You can say what the hell you want about Liam not listening to Thomas, which in and of itself is not right because that's Douglas's father. So he should defer to Thomas in matters where it comes to Douglas. But no, that's not enough. He's actually going behind his own wife's back to do all this when she's already been crystal clear about her feelings about the situation and saying her and Thomas will handle it. Don't you worry about it. It's cool. But see, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. And this is why, even though Soap, Annika, and Matt have great chemistry, so it is really easy to like the idea of Soap because if they had a full fledged romance, I have no doubt they would set the screen on fire. Okay,
Yes.
I have no
Yes.
doubt about that. But this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about.
Um,
You literally have Hope's mother and specifically her husband. They're not just happy, they're not just dissatisfied with her and how she's dealing with situations. They feel the need to go behind her back and manipulate things because they can't accept what she says about things that she has to say so over.
exactly.
They have to manage her to in the inch of her life. And it's why I'm pissed that they went this route with Thomas and muddying the waters with the CPS shit, because this is one of the most disrespectful marriages I done seen. And this is Bold and Beautiful. Almost all the marriages are disrespectful, but this is just ridiculous.
It's horrible. I mean, I wanted a legitimate soap story. I mean, I did. At first, I was against it, but then I was like, God, dog. I mean, the chemistry. I mean, they have all the ingredients to be a legitimate ship, you know, and I was ready to ship it. But because Belle could not let Brooke be drugged, even for just a hot freaking moment. I mean, so what? What if Brooke did make the CPS call? I mean, everybody gonna forgive her. She not gonna be out in the cold that long. But why mess up Thomas? I mean, he had the redemption story. We know they was redeeming him. You know, Douglas over there living at the mansion. Hope sleeping at the mansion. Baby Benjamin Betts sleeping at the mansion. Why destroy this ship? It haven't even left the ground yet. It haven't
Because
even
that's the
set sail.
point. That's the
For
point.
Brooke.
That
All for
there
Brooke
is
though,
no,
Sam.
it's not even for her. That's for Lope. That
Yes,
part is for Lope.
yeah.
This is for Lope and Bridge. Brooke is about to get,
Yeah, it
which
is. It
man
is
will
for
she
both.
choose to marry in November? Fucking gag
And to
me.
give
And
Lope
then
Neal
Thomas
angst.
is being built up just to take a fall. And Thomas is going to
Hmm.
be the cause of the never Thope ain't never happening. And the end of
Hmm.
this appreciation ship between Ridge and Taylor.
Hmm.
Appreciation ship is what I'm gonna call it from here on out. An appreciation ship, because Belle
That
said
was
the only
absolutely
reason why
ridiculous.
Brooke and Ridge ain't together is because Thomas made a CPS call in Ridge's appreciation for Taylor.
I done heard romance and love relationships described as something. But for Belle to get on Beyonce's internet and say that the reason that Bridge was not together was because of the CPSR call and because Ridge appreciates. He can't even say
He
love.
love her.
He can't.
Yeah,
And that right there is the biggest tell in two universes.
I
He could
told
not
you.
bring himself to say the L word in compare when speaking of Taylor and Ridge's relationship and their or specifically Ridge's feelings towards Taylor, not vice versa. He couldn't even do that most basic thing.
I mean, but we saw it coming though, right, ladies?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
But
we
we
did.
only
it's
saw
in
it when
Brooks'
Oh,
he
yeah.
killed the
dialogue.
CPS
Why
call.
did he leave me? It's in Brooks' dialogue. I mean,
Well, I'm
why
talking about
didn't
the
he leave
CPS
me for
call was
Taylor? What could
he
have happened? What changed? I mean, and it's like, why he just couldn't have left you because he don't want you and he loved Taylor. I mean, it's in the writing. It's in Brooks' dialogue. I mean, every single day of the week. That's all we hear her saying. And it came out of the horse's mouth. That's it. He just
Because
confirmed it
he can't do things that cleanly. There always has to be he has to leave himself some kind of back door or some kind of poison pill to sour the
to
whole
get
thing
back to
so he can
Bridge.
right so he can get back to the things that he always wants to get back to. And yeah, and the previews
Mhm.
were a total joke because first of all, I can't believe he had nerve enough to bring up Jack and Bill Lee. I was like, first of all, let me be clear to anybody who's listening out there. We don't want him with Lee. Okay, you had a
Mm.
chance.
And they
You
blew it.
yes, you had a chance. Y'all had set him up as like he was trying to go somewhere else with his life, do something else after trying to get Katie back for 2 years and having no success. He hadn't really been checking for Brooke up to that point. Really, they actually had next to no interaction really between Bill and Brooke, which honestly was in Bill's best interest to tell you the honest to God truth. And then y'all have him completely recant everything and become down here looking like a narcissistic, boot licking jackass who was probably sneaking into the mansion at night to steal Brooke's old drawers for inspiration. And you think you could do it right up and put Bill in Queen Lee's proximity and anybody wants to see this? Oh hell no. If she gonna deal with a worthless ass man, it's gonna be the one that Ted King played, okay?
but
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, Brad Bell is promising y'all a November to remember with who Brooke is going to choose to marry. While Ridge appreciates Taylor, Bill has a crush on her. While I guess he lies to Lee. Deacon is madly in love with her while he fucks Sheila. And Liam, who is devoted to her daughter, might get some cuddle time too, but it would really weigh on them. I'm disgusted. I'm
Yeah,
disgusted.
I'm out. Yep.
I just can't get past that. I can't get past that. Taylor, in Taylor and Ridge are in an appreciation ship while we waiting on Brooke to choose which man to marry. Ridge
Not
is
even a
fucking Taylor right now
situationship.
because he appreciates her. It's
I mean,
disgusting.
but
These
Sam,
niggas
Not
are
even
Tridge
a
setting
is
the
not
ground
even the
right
situationship.
biggest
now.
story. Tridge is not even the
No,
biggest story at this. I mean, it's
that's
like
my
at this
point.
point,
He's
who give a
using
fuck?
her. He's going to toilet on her while
Yeah.
he appreciates her. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that makes my mouth just foam, makes me want to spit. This is not romance. What the fuck you was building up? I mean, I feel like literally you build all this up for you for what? To say psych?
Yeah.
So I don't find
Pretty
that
much.
entertaining. That's not entertainment to me.
I mean, but
Oh no,
he's
you're
been
not wrong.
building dope. I feel like the fans were coming in it was J Mad. I mean, J
Listen, but it's the
Mad brought
same thing
in
with
the
dope though. Dope is
J Matt
French. It's
brought
not
in the
ethnic.
ratings. He killed, but you see, he had a great story there, though. Sam is what I'm saying. He could have had a great story.
Well, what
You
we
know,
all could have. We was on our way to heaven. We all were. We
We
were
yeah,
were
loving
set.
it.
Yeah, we were set.
We were on our way to heaven, and then
yeah,
all of a sudden, one day, somebody escaped, and now we in purgatory. And I say
Hmm.
purgatory because there is no life with Bold for me until 2023,
yep. They let him out.
2023.
They let him out the closet. Yep.
They let him out the cellar. Somebody ass was on guard duty and fell the fuck to sleep. That's how I look at it. They let him out.
He had the audacity to say in that spoiler that, oh, you're gonna be there's gonna be a great surprise. You got to be goddamn kidding me. Somebody
Yes.
need to check his temperature. Maybe he need to go and see somebody because he
Well,
could
look.
not be serious with that statement that we are going to be shocked at the who
Nobody,
Brooke chooses. Who
No, we won't,
chooses?
because you can tell when you look at somebody was nice. Somebody was nice enough to post the scans for the November spoilers. And here's the thing: everybody else, with the exception of Wyatt, which we know why Wyatt isn't really mentioned prominently, because he's not involved in anybody's story. He's just there, okay? But Brooke is the only person who is mentioned in a section titled Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor. Then she got a section all by her goddamn self. The section that she got all by her goddamn self is longer than the people who actually in a story. So no, there will be no surprises. We know exactly how all this bullshit is going to end. This is going to be because all Belle is setting up is that I don't watch The Bachelor, okay, and I don't watch The Bachelorette. You know why I don't watch those shows? I find them nauseating. I watched one season and I was like, what kind of harem scarum bullshit is this? This is not what I want to see. Oh no, that is what this is. This is Brad Bell's version of giving Brooke a winter season of The Bachelorette. And we get to wait and see who she gives the final rose to. I don't give a shit.
And
Not
he
with a
thinks that that
60,
is a
damn near
November to
70-year-old
remember.
woman. No.
And he thinks that's a November to remember. We just did this shit in March when we had her five loves. We just
Yeah,
did
that's
this.
right. The 35-year anniversary, right.
We just did this.
But y'all know that this has become the Brooke Logan show. And that's pretty much all that we're going to get with it, spiced with a little bit of everything else. But it always comes back to Brooke. Every single thing on this show comes back to Brooke. Even Douglas wanting to stay up there at the house with his daddy and great great granddaddy, and Donna, who plays chess now.
Oh, I guess they got tired of the
That was
jokes of
hilarious.
the honey
You
the
know
dumb
they
honey
did.
blonde jokes, but they still gonna get
Mm.
the dumb honey blonde jokes. So, but that's fine. She can play chess now.
So all of these things, even that's going to lead back to being about Brooke. So
Every single story.
I just take it at face value. I don't expect them to give us
No.
anything. Even when
Mm-hmm.
they said there's gonna be something for Finn at the end of the year, and Sheila's still out there. Hell, so one of them might get shot a damn again. I don't know. I just
Right.
don't. I don't have no good expectations. It could just be about any damn thing, just as long as it gets Brooke and Ridge back together in the end.
With the crossover with Lauren, I was scrolling through Twitter last night and I saw this guy on Twitter and he follows me and he was so excited and he gave this big great shout out to the whole cast and production team on board for the crossover for Lauren. And I was gonna tweet and I hadn't had a whole tweet. I deleted it. But I was like, dude, I mean, it's great. It's just so sweet that you really feel like this is going to go somewhere because it's just going to be a freaking dud. I mean, because we had Nikki crossover. I mean, who cares? I mean, it's a sell. I mean, they selling you as propaganda. They building you up. Nothing is gonna happen.
Well, I saw the picture, and of course, obviously, well, Lauren's in the fashion world, so of course she would have some mixings up with Forrester. But and the thing is, I just feel like because my first thought was like, wait, they got Lauren coming over to LA when Sheila's still alive and kicking. Okay, this might be a little interesting. But then I remember my own. Part of the thing is that we figure these things out ourselves, and because we want the show to be better than what it is
Great.
because it has the possibility, we all suddenly turn into 21-year-olds who can't remember that our boyfriend was toxic last week and he's going to be toxic next week, but he's
Yeah.
just not toxic tonight. it's,
Yeah.
it's the same kind of shit because I said it myself not earlier this week. Brad Bell is not M. Night Shyamalan. There are no real twists. There are no real turns. There are no unexpected endings. Everything, practically everything from start to finish is just exactly as it's expected. It's like Bubble said, take
Mm-hmm.
it at face value because
It's
that's
not. It's
almost
not. It's
always what it is.
it's
Yeah.
completely shallow. It's surface. It's completely top of the surface. What you see is what you get, and what they say is over and over to beat you over the head with it.
Right. So
That's
what
right.
With
so
this
So if
hyping
you're
up
gonna
and
watch, don't have any
keeping.
expectations.
I'm not
Yep.
watching at all because I expect the worst. So
I
I'm
mean, but
sitting
that's
back
what I'm
watching.
saying though. If you're gonna watch, just take it for what it is.
take your
Like Darling
expectations
said, at face
down.
value. Yeah, just take it for what it is. Not we're not gonna have no expectations of it. Basically, it's like comedy.
Yeah,
When you
because you
go in,
can't even. Comedy is it has a theme. It's a lot of funny things that's gonna be said, right? And it don't
mm,
follow a certain script. But this
right?
isn't comedy. This is infuriating when literally you expect me not to remember what happened yesterday and then expect me to think that what's happening today is completely normal, like a whole page ain't missing. I ain't got no time for that. That's not logical to me.
Exactly. And
That's not
here's the
logical. It's like reading
that
a book
really
and you
is
missing a
not.
whole goddamn page. That's gonna drive your ass nuts, even if you ain't read but one goddamn chapter of that fucking book. You feel me? That's where I'm at. I'm very
Or like
passionate about
watching
my
American
rage.
Horror Story. I mean, it's the same actors. You got all the same characters, but it's a different story for every new season.
Yeah, but at least with American Horror Story, it was a different damn story. But this story always ends the same, with
That's
BL
true.
getting to get
That's
read
true.
her destiny, while the other beautiful woman is being used. Her vagina is being used like a toilet because he appreciates her.
Appreciate. Mm. That was a
Right. So
that
that's
was
how
a
you gonna show
very
your
awful.
appreciation. You're gonna
That was a
use
terrible
my
word choice.
body and my
Absolutely terrible.
soul and my
But
heart. That's how
truthful.
you're gonna show me you appreciate me. You're gonna use me like a used condom and discard me. Bell's really a sick bastard. If he think
He
this is
is.
something for for damn November sweeps.
And the thing is, all the soap, the preview was completely filled with lies, with hanging chads, with things that are not gonna come to fruition. Because here's the thing, like with the Lauren thing, I'm gonna say how it's gonna go. She gonna be at Forrester for something that's fashion related, because that makes sense. Then they're going to go to the Olive Garden for lunch. She's gonna see Sheila in her disguise, look twice, and keep it moving. And then we all gonna be sitting there going, "Wait, that's what she came to. That's
You're
it."
gonna cross paths with Sheila dressed in her sexy nurse outfit.
I
Because
mean, but it's been done. I
Sheila
mean, we
shows up
had
the day after the Halloween episode, right? Or the day
I'm
before.
not sure.
I
I'm
think they
not sure.
said November. Okay, I don't know. I don't know
I have no
nothing.
idea. They just said November. I haven't seen the write up on her actual return. They just said in November, but it should be soon, based on
It's
what was
just a cameo,
that
just
picture
like
with Eric
Nikki's.
McCook. Hmm.
It's nothing more than that cameo that they just had with Nikki. Nikki came into the office, had a convo, and then she showed up at Deacon's. I mean, it's really nothing, no
yeah.
story. It's just a couple of cameos. She'll never
Yeah.
be back again after that day. Lauren Finmore. This is not how they
Sam,
usually do
that's just to
crossovers.
show face. He's just showing face. He got to keep the fans, because it's a lot of bold fans, old school that probably don't go on Twitter. They might not be active on social media. I mean, but it's just to show face. It's to make the fans that don't know, that's not in the know, feel like
Well,
it's still a
I'm gonna
soap
go.
Well,
opera.
think of well, think
It's
well, no,
still
think of the
bold, but it's
timing.
not.
Think of the timing, because
Oh yeah,
here's the
and
thing.
that's right.
Sheila's Yeah, because here's the thing. Before Lauren shows her face in LA for 5 seconds, what do we have? In the shit Monday, we have the Halloween episode where it's going to be a replay of Sheila's greatest hits, misses, and everything else, which is going to prominently feature Lauren Finmore. If there's three people who are going to be in that episode and be a focus, it's going to be
Brooke,
Lauren,
Sheila,
Brooke, and
and Lauren.
Stephanie. And Stephanie. So, of course, for people who may not know about Sheila Carter's history or really understand her history, I guess is a good way to say it, pre coming to LA, they'll be like, wow. Because everything with her and Lauren mixing it up was so long ago that there are probably tons of people who watched the show who weren't watching General Hospital. Good Lord,
Young and the
weren't
Restless.
watching Young and the Restless when all that was going on. And then immediately after we have this big flashback episode covering Sheila's greatest hits, we get her OG victim, Lauren Finmore, in sunny LA at the same time that Sheila is there. That's what the point of that is.
And Lauren is not going to recognize Sheila because according Sheila has not
Sam?
resurfaced yet for the.
Oh,
Yo, can you hear me?
yeah, you just popped out for just a second.
Oh yeah. So, and we know according to because of the spoiler, the preview the Bill just put out, Lauren is not going to recognize Sheila because he literally just said that Sheila and Finn still think Sheila's dead. So we know
You see,
Sheila's identity will not be known. So literally, Lauren
BS.
is coming in to make an appearance.
Yep.
And this is just
Cameo.
like stunt casting. Exactly. It's just stunt casting. Now, Sheila's episode, because we all know that a compilation of William
Welcome back,
Bell's Sheila.
Can.
Yeah, we know that
Hey,
William
y'all.
Bell's
Sorry.
compilation of Sheila's greatest hits is better than watching what Bradley Bell is giving us today. So I'm
I
watching
Ain't that
Monday's
the truth?
episode. Right. So I'm
yeah, I'm
watching Monday's
excited.
episode. Yeah,
But
I'm
look,
gonna watch that.
so I feel like all those many months ago when Casey said that the Sheila Carter Y&R and the Bold and the Beautiful Y&R, those universes don't cross, then why is they showing us clips from her start on Y&R? Why
Yeah.
Because of us.
more? Right, exactly. There's
Because of us.
absolutely no fucking possible way you gonna tell me that universes don't cross when the only reason them people in Genoa City know them people in Los Angeles is because of Sheila
The
fucking
people,
Carter.
that's right.
If them streams never crossed, right? If them streams never crossed, then when Sally came to town, shouldn't have been nobody been able to ask Eric a damn thing about her because
Thank you.
never crossed. They never. The only reason they knew Eric because of Sheila.
Thank you.
I mean, that's the fashion world, and Lauren was probably buying
And Lord, yeah.
her, but she did not start kicking it up with them people in Los Angeles until she found out that Sheila Carter had moved out there and was getting ready to marry Eric, and Scott was on his damn deathbed. And Scott told her to keep her damn mouth closed while he was dying because he wasn't trying to be part of no more drama no more. Just let me die in damn peace. Keep your damn mouth closed. And she did. And then also, if them streams never cross, then why is Nikki Newman going to Los Angeles asking these people like he know? Oh yeah, we know we all sat around and had dinner and fucking kiki together and shit, and we ain't supposed to know y'all because Sheila's kind of the tie that bonds us. Because I really do not believe they did any crossovers on this show until Sheila. Like I don't remember crossovers prior to Sheila. I know there was a couple of scenes where Victor came over there and Brooke was trying to use Victor to make Ridge jealous because Ridge was with Taylor, but I feel like that was after Sheila as well.
Mm-hmm. That was way after Sheila.
So they can't sit here and tell us that the streams don't cross, that the universes is separate. When these people wouldn't even know about this woman in this universe if it wasn't for this woman.
I believe what he was saying is that what the timelines didn't add up for Sheila's kids. I think
the timeline don't add up for Finn on the damn Bold and the Beautiful. Even when we don't cross the streams, his timeline don't add up. So what they really do is just throw excuses.
He predates Sheila even coming to Y&R. Finn was born in what, 80? Wasn't it 1980? That was before.
I forgot what his birth certificate said, but yeah, his birth certificate was something like that. Would have meant that, well, he's 30 something.
It would have been, it was before the show. It basically was before. So it was being clear that Finn came along before Sheila had touched base with anybody in LA or Genoa City.
Somebody somewhere gonna go and find that picture because they did a picture of Finn.
And everybody blew that shit up as wide as hell. We was reading everything in the world.
I got it in my bookmarks in Twitter.
But even if it predated when she started on the
Why
Bold and the
not?
Beautiful or on Y&R,
Yep.
then Finn still would have been then Finn belongs to that universe because anything
Thank
that happened
you.
before she joined the Y&R is still part of the Y&R. I don't
Thank
care what
you.
nobody said. That's her
But
origin.
but
So
so I think that's why though, guys. I believe that's why they finally did the tie-in with Sheila. Because we every time the bowl live, we literally every time there were people talking about Sheila and her kids. And I believe Casey got worn down. At one point he was like, well, he kind of had to kind of concede that he gets it. And I remember one point he said, maybe we should, and he was kind of trailing off in his thought. But I feel like
Yeah.
he put a pin in that
He
because we
did. That was the
because
last.
it's
That was the last bowl live. Well, the bowl live with I think it was the one before J Matt and Scott. I remember that bowl live.
because it just kept coming up. Sheila and her
Yeah, yeah,
kids. Now we know that Sheila I, Sheila belongs to both universes. She doesn't she's not excluded from either. She belongs to both. The thing what Casey, I believe, what he was trying to get is that the timeline for Sheila's kids in Genoa City did not line up with Sheila's life in L.A. because of Philia. That's the only thing that I think that Casey was saying. That's just a round peg they can't put in a square hole with Sheila's kids in Philia.
I just think he should have never even spoke on it because there's no reason to say that the universes don't cross, even if the dates are fucked up. Because once you start sourcing kids, we have to throw all that out the window anyway. Look at Beth and Kelly.
Right.
That right there is a self hook. So we can't even say that. I wish he had never said it, but I'm grateful we get it. Is it Kimberlyn on the live tomorrow? We got 15 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yep.
Yes.
It's
Kimberlyn
Kimberly.
tomorrow.
And let me tell you why I'm sick about this. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 6:30. The show starts at 6. Casey don't usually start taking questions until 6:30. If he can get the phone to work right. So I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to talk to her, and I'm sick about it because all I just want to do is say hello. I really don't, and I have a million questions for her, but I don't want to ask her anything. I just want to say hello to this woman that I have been in love with since the 80s. Like, that's it. I just want to say hello. And then I want her to say, ain't my damn fault your fucking baby dead. It ain't first and foremost in my thought. I got other shit going on in my life. Bitch, why are you calling my phone talking about your damn dead baby anyway? I'm here at work trying to get shit done. And here you on the phone, where, my dead baby, my dead baby. Bitch, what the fuck?
And y'all know Lauren coming back. She done took a picture. Tracy done took a picture with John McCook on it and posted it.
Yeah, but we just said that's it's stunt casting. She
It's bait.
there for but one day to talk to Eric about Sheila and how Sheila was dead and a bear ate her, and they'll be at the Olive Garden and she'll see Lena and go, that woman looks strangely familiar. And then she'll walk her ass out like Nikki did, get back on her plane, and we won't even see her again in Genoa City because they ain't using Lauren in Genoa City either. That's what we fixing to get. Go somebody tell me how many days she gonna be on. It's gonna be one damn day. Is all we might get 2 days.
2 if we
You might
lucky.
get two. You might get the
Get two.
opening scene the next day
No,
in
we gonna
Carnival.
get one day because if we got one freaking day of Shauna, who supposed to came with some mind blowing revelation type of news about Quinn, we only got her a snippet. We ain't not gonna get Miss Lauren more than a day.
We
Girl,
couldn't even
ain't
get
showing
Carter
no
morning
what shit we
Quinn leaving
already
him.
knew.
Why couldn't we get Carter morning Quinn leaving him? Why couldn't we get Carter literally going through changes and growing out his beard and drinking a little bit too much because Quinn left him? I mean,
Because
this
Because
is
Renee
Carter
nonsense.
is
so
They
a
can.
because Renee
Carter is
so
a
so for
male.
yeah, and because Renee Sofa told Brad Bell to kick rocks and eat shit. That's why.
Because Carter is a male, and also because men on this show are treated very different from women. I'm sorry, my phone is doing that. I'm in my car,
Yeah,
but
because he just
w-
jumped up and immediately got over Quinn.
Yep.
women mourn relationships and men, and women and men don't. Men just move on to the next on this show.
I
Right.
mean, I feel like they turned Carter out. They basically made him the female version of Brooke Logan. That's how I look at it. It's
Right,
ridiculous.
You
because he
can't
follows
not
his
be
heart.
without a woman.
Right, exactly. He follows his heart to everything to smile at him.
Yep. Just like Brooke follows her heart. He can't live without a woman, and Brooke can't live without a man.
Talking about some, well, Katie, I didn't want him with Katie this fast. Like he still ain't over Zoe yet. He ain't even mourned his breakup with Zoe.
I,
Because he
I,
was on to Quinn, who he got into a relationship purely by accident because it was damn lightning in a bottle. Then they broke the fucking bottle.
yeah.
Now you had him out here with Paris because he was trying to get over Quinn, because he was trying to get over Zoe. And then he was back with Quinn because he got over Paris, because he got
Mm-hmm.
over Zoe. Now he is fixing to be with Katie to get over Quinn, to get over Paris, to get over Quinn, to get over Zoe. Like, make it
Yeah.
make
Sure.
sense. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
care about Carter.
They done made these men worthless. How you, and because this is the thing. What Belle does not understand or care about, take your pick, whichever one it is, each one is likely, is that this makes the man, this degrade, this is like a copy of a form that you photocopy 8,000 times. After a while, the quality goes down. The copy, it's a copy of this. You got the original, then you make a copy of the original, then you make a copy of the copy, then you make a copy of the copy. The lines get blurred. You can't barely see what the shit said in the original from what it said originally, and it all comes down to these men end up unparable because you don't take nothing that come out their mouth sincerely because they don't look like they're capable of sustaining a loving connection with any woman.
Yeah, and the only one that is on script that has an inkling of loyalty to a relationship to a woman, they done turned the man crazy. And that's my baby Thomas.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say Charlie, girl, because you know Charlie and Pam is 100.
Well,
Well, they done messed around and lost Pam.
they share the craziness, so they cancel each other out. My thing is the only person that's really on script who identifies as having some inkling of loyalty towards women on this show, they done turned this baby crazy. And that's pathetic. It's
It
sad. So
is.
you mean to tell me the only time a man can have loyalty to women is if they identify with having a mental illness? I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
But I know y'all done talked about the whole show without me, so
We've been waiting on you, Ken. Shit, you left
nah.
us.
I was sitting up here waiting and I couldn't get through. And then when I did, I had a call and I had took the call. I'm like, shit, let me go and take the call.
Well,
Otherwise, I'm going
as
to
a
keep getting blowed up. As y'all
well,
can
as a
hear.
mea culpa, you have the floor. What you want to talk about? Douglas and him telling Liam to go to hell, or the shit that happened with Hope and Thomas?
Yeah, these last 9 minutes is yours,
Can
Key.
we go? Can we get
Yes.
into? I really want to talk about the ladies. Can we get into both Steffi and
Go
Hope
ahead.
canceling Brooke out because
Yes.
she
Yes,
done got voted
yes.
clean
Go
off the
ahead.
island?
Yes.
Yeah.
She got
Go ahead.
off the
Go
island.
ahead, Ken.
My thing is, I enjoy watching these two. Now, first of all, Steffi sat up there and she questioned her, when are you going to stop going? See, this is what I was doing. This is why I got off earlier. Anyway, I'm sorry. She asked her, when you gonna stop taking up for your mama? And so as we learned today, we see Hope do have her own brain and she can handle an adult conversation and she has ideas that are separate from her mother and she knows how to articulate it very well. And I appreciated that because this whole idea where Hope is the victim, is the victim of all victims, it kills me because no one makes her more a victim than her mama, her raggedy mama, and her trifling ass husband. Nobody, Thomas doesn't make her a
Mm-hmm.
victim. Steffi never made her a victim. But these two who really want to keep her in this place is disgusting. It's very disgusting. So for her to cancel her mama out, if I had a dick, honey, it'd been hard, honey. I was so,
Girl, I
Well,
would.
you saw my tweet today, huh, Ken? I mean, I said,
what?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I need this. I'm like, please, writers, let Annika or Anika Noel, let her go. I
Yes,
mean, consistently
yes.
stand up to Brooke and Liam, because she's pretty, and just to see her like that,
Mm-hmm.
in her zone, just feeling herself. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you, Ken. Yeah, that shit
And
make my cock hard too. Go ahead.
I agree with Bubbles too, because Bubbles said earlier in the space. I agree. I agree totally with that. She gonna fuck around and Thomas gonna be her freaking son-in-law. Now, she keep it up. She keep it up. Her worst nightmare is gonna come to fruition. And it's gonna be her own fault. It's gonna be her own fault, and she ain't gonna have a ridge to cry to. She ain't gonna look, she ain't gonna have a Father Fontaine to call, whoever his name is. She ain't gonna have nobody to call and
Brenda.
beg for mercy and the penitence but herself.
She
She
gonna
gonna
have
blame
Liam.
everything on Thomas. And the only person she's going to be able to find comfort in
Liam.
is Liam.
I want to see that just so I can see Dollar Bill ass cry. Cause you know how stallions are. They don't like when ponies mount their mares. So I wants to see it.
Yes.
Look, Dollar Bill going
I would
broke
like to see
and
it.
brookless.
Can we start a hashtag? I mean, tonight, because I need that. Can. I
Yeah,
mean, I feel like we can have it.
we
I mean,
can.
I want that to happen, no matter what. I mean, even if when
Oh
all of this
God.
here shit come to, out in the open on Thomas, whatever, I want them to write it better than they did Brill. Because I mean, Bill did the same fucking shit. And we had Brooke defending his ass like Darling say so beautifully. She was 10 toes down for her man.
Down.
Sure
Mm-hmm.
was. But see what killed me about Thope and the whole thing about that. Okay, I'm like one of these people. I'm on the train, then the next stop I'm off. And I get on again and I get right off. And it's only because my brain fights with me about it, because I know certain people in the upper room, in the head office, they sit up there and they want to keep these characters in a certain identity. And Hope is one of these characters. They want to keep her as being the forbidden fruit. You know what I mean? Kind of like the gold that can't never be touched. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Especially when they have the person who pawns over her and who is so keen to want to be with my baby Thomas. So my thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it, but at the same time I want it only because everybody that I can't get behind is going to be sour about it.
Thank
Let me
you.
and what kills me is these same people who have something negative to say about it. It's the same ones who ain't say shit about when Dollar Bill was sitting up here stalking and hawking his daughter-in-law. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
This man was literally obsessed with his daughter-in-law for more than 9 freaking months. He was fantasizing about shit that had never happened between him and Steffi in his office. He was sitting up there making plans about his daughter-in-law and his grandchild. But ain't nobody never called him obsessed. Ain't nobody said nothing about what he did. Only person who really said something out of their mouth appropriately about what Bill did was KT. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. If y'all gonna call a wolf, then go ahead, call Dollar Bill obsessed too. Call everybody on this script. Brooke started this
Brooke
obsession
too.
shit. You know what I'm saying? She's still obsessed. Now her main obsession is Thomas. She's obsessed with deflecting. She's trying to make Thomas out to be like this big bad wolf. But anyway, I don't got too much time, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So getting on to this, I'm on and off of this soap train. Today I was on it. You know, I got in the front seat. I was riding with the conductor. I'm on it. So tomorrow I might not be.
I
I
agree with
love
Can
you for
Can.
that,
You're not
can.
wrong.
I can relate, girl. My
They
Aqua sister,
deserve
I can relate.
they
Yeah,
deserve the inconsistency because all they do, you got Brad Bell sitting up here living in LA, but he might as well move under a bridge because he's a total troll, trying to tell everybody you're all gonna get what you want. You're even gonna get Wyatt. We ain't seen Wyatt but 3 times in the last year.
somebody
But
got
but
to put
why?
the
But
APB
why?
out for him.
But why it's in the November sweeps? We ain't seen him but 3, 4 times in the face this whole damn year, and he is
Seriously.
always there as the background to somebody else's foreground. But he got a spot in the November sweeps. Man, kiss her my entire ass,
I
please,
So
think Bill
please.
gonna be
so
visiting Wyatt and Flo in the at the
Homeless shelter.
shelter, darling. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they done turned my second baby, Wyatt, into a bootlicker. I don't understand, but nonetheless, I digress. So let's wrap it up with Douglas handing Liam his whole ass. Look, anytime we got a child star on this show demanded the entire scene, now you know that was some epic. That was literally some epic. I appreciated it. I love the fact that Douglas literally told Liam with kid gloves, you're not my daddy. I want to be with my real father and my mommy Hope. And see, that pretty much goes according to what I said, y'all. And I know y'all don't really want to hear this, but
Oh no, I'm with you, Cam.
I still think Douglas did it, and Thomas covering for him. And I'm gonna leave it at
Oh,
that.
look, I'm gonna go back to it. That's okay, girl. I'm gonna still support you. I'm gonna still support you,
Thank you, Thomas.
even
That means a
though,
lot.
even though I'm gonna
You
believe,
got me, can. I'm here for you, girl.
even though I'm
Only
gonna
because
believe this
Douglas
damn
told
flashback
Liam.
they keep showing me. Okay,
Only
Ken, you
because
wasn't
he
here
told
when
Liam that today.
you wasn't here when I said Thomas brought the mannequin up.
Oh, you think Thomas brought that mannequin up?
Yep, because everything else that they showing us. I mean, he made the phone call.
Uh-huh.
He just sat here and did everything else. I'm gonna watch. He gonna have a flashback
I
about
bet you.
it
And
because
see,
his
and
shock
Bubba.
was a real shock for me. He was like,
See,
"Oh my god, the mannequin's here! I don't even know how they got there."
I think it was Brooke.
No,
Because she the only one brought up the mannequin without it being a provoked situation.
but
She
she
knew
was
nothing
also,
about it. She the only one brought it up in conversation.
but you know what? Thomas is taking his beats from her. She was the only one mentioning CPS, and he said, "Okay, bitch, let I match." And he called CPS.
And he called CPS. But when the last time anybody brought anything up about the mannequin?
He when it
Not
got
since
there,
last year.
Brooke has been bringing up that mannequin for the last 6 weeks, y'all. 6 to 8 weeks. It's been Brooke. It's been out of her mouth consistently. Remember the mannequin? Remember the mannequin? And now the mannequin has mysteriously popped up.
name
But
mysteriously popped up. Thomas went down there to them damn archives. That's why he rode his damn bike to work. So he could get there fast and early, get there, bring that damn mannequin up and change his clothes. Because this is all still the same day, y'all. This is all still the same day. This still the
Hmm.
same
it
day they
is.
walked in on him. Thomas got to work early, went down to the damn archives, brought that mannequin up, set it back there behind that screen where he sent Hope to go and try on that dress that he just, oh, you ain't know the mannequin was back there when you sent her back there to try on the dress? Oh, I'm sorry, that's back there. I forgot all about it. The fuck you did? You put that shit back there. And I ain't even mad at him. Because what happened? He eased her mind about that mannequin. Girl, I don't even know. You know, that was from a fucked
And
up
he,
in my life. I don't want to see that no more. I
and
don't
he
want to
did
see that.
tell Steffi that after today, if I didn't know no better now, I know now.
That Hope is Team Thomas. She is legitimate.
He
She
got
is,
her.
yeah. She is on. She ain't no need to worry. She on the team. We got her.
He got her laughing at
Mm-hmm.
her mama, y'all. We gonna go 2 more minutes. It's 9:03. 2 more minutes. I gotta get this out. He had her laughing at her mama because she and what Brooke gonna come in and tell Thomas and Hope she want to talk to Hope by herself. So she get in there and talk to Hope. Hope dismisses the fuck out of her ass, and she leaves. Thomas comes back in and he was like, "Oh, I bet your mama was in here talking about, oh, he's so crazy. He's out of his mind. Woo, big bag Thomas." And she was like, yeah, she was. But you know, that's mama. She crazy. She gonna be saying that. Like, she really brushed it off. Like, yeah, my mama, yeah, she was saying that. But you know, she always said, and she said it with a laugh. And that's how he knew he got her. And that's how I knew he got her. And just like I told y'all, she already living with him at least 2 to 3 nights a week with Beth. They already a family. Thomas has everything he's ever wanted, and all he got to do is keep his cool. If he keeps his cool, he can have it all, including Hope kissing him, because something's gonna happen in the showstopper at the end of that fashion show. She don't have to be the one walking in the showstopper, and maybe Douglas might even be the one to convince her to do it. And she gonna end up walking that runway in that showstopper. She gonna get all caught up, and it'll be just like when Brooke got all caught up with Thomas at that taboo, and she kissed him anyway when she was married to Ridge. Hope gonna kiss Thomas anyway, and she made
Why we can't have J Matt on days? He would be a perfect Demir because this boy
He
got
would.
skills. What?
He
The
would. He
puppet
would.
master.
It's coming. All right, y'all. We gotta say good night now because it's 9:05.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bubbles. Thank you for your
Thanks,
patience with
Bubbles.
me.
I love you, Lady Sanchez. Now that
Y'all
I
are
love you
y'all are
too,
passion.
Bubbles.
I'm gonna just treat you like I treat my little sister. So, just be
Oh,
prepared.
it's
Be
so sweet.
prepared.
I'm a mama's girl. My big sisters treat me the same way. I'm the baby of 15. I've told you that. So you got to be patient with me.
I roast my sister a lot, so if you can't be roasted, I don't know what to tell you because it's
Oh,
coming
no,
to
I
so
can be
hot.
roasted. I'm good with it.
Okay, because the stove be hot over here at our house. You know,
Okay, well, look, I'm good with it over here too. Come on.
want you to
Come on with it.
so
I'm going to open up a
Oh,
space if y'all want to join.
you know, we don't put nothing but lard and butter on blisters over here. So don't get burnt. Because we keep bubbling over here.
I'm good, Bubbles. I mean, look, I already know. I'm good with it. Come on.
Listen though, how you done got me out here? I already downloaded the damn ABC app like 2 years ago. You done got me out here again being all hopeful. I was like, well, damn, she said all I gotta do. And then I read it, I was like, no, that ain't for me. I don't pay for that. I was excited, Lady Sanchez. I was excited.
Yeah,
I
I
want
got
to
that.
know. I was excited. And then Disney and then ABC said, bitch, if you ain't paying for Xfinity or somebody, we can't let you in this club. This
Yeah,
ain't
I'm in
fair
that
for
club.
us. So
Okay, Bubbles, I'm gonna have to give you we can bypass that. But if, like I said, I mean, I just feel like it's a personal thing, but I'm not
You
gonna bring
can't
it up
bypass it
anymore.
though.
it's
You can't
not
bypass
personal
it.
because you know I love Esme. And then look, the app don't even work for me now. It just keeps trying to load. And I feel like they trying to make me have a seizure because these colors flashing together is not. I'm gonna stop looking at that before I
Yeah,
throw
No,
you
it.
but
better,
I've
because
seen
that
that
kind of stuff
Infinity.
always
It did
happens.
the same thing to me, Bubbles. It gave me that, but if you keep scrolling, if you keep on scrolling, but that's okay. We don't have to do that. But I'm gonna open up a space, y'all. Please come on and join.
I
Can you
gotta go to
coming?
bed, but y'all,
Yeah, I need to release.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't got
pop
all
over.
of that.
I gotta go do something, but I'm gonna pop in.
All right, ladies. Well, I see y'all in a few minutes. Whoever
See you in a
coming.
okay.
Thank
minute.
you,
Thank
Bubbles. I
you,
love you,
All
Bubbles.
right, thanks,
girl.
Bubbles. Y'all have a
See ya.
good one.
And don't forget to subscribe if you are not a follower and a subscriber. Peace out.
Night night.